196 050 6367 196. So bet my join in. Now it's me do a drink chair abba. Also, your special feature will show this when them Kempon Travel and Tours alongside Kempon Football Academy. They say the Football Academy echo Belgium and now almost echo training matches. A 3-week training tour. How many teams be to say Club Brugge, KV Mechelen, Genk, and possibly Anderlecht, led by coach JEA Sapon. Kempon Football Academy have arrived in Belgium. First contingent Akodru and Esu Omba Kodru. Is a way or exposing Rantianon, Sebeya, Wumusu Bo Mu Bono, Wumenya possible bias, no more the Abesisa, Omo Busu and Fosusu Shebre. Monday morning, wherever you are, get up, get up, get up, get up. There's a sports park on radio, online, and on TV. Time check is 9:15, 25th August 2025. Jumedia di bro we aboa for tayechi and edi jumedia bro. Have you heard the good news from Max Buy? Okay, if you haven't, now listen to me. Max Buy Silbert Mesebu big time this season. How? Okay, your more unbeatable bundle offers. That's it. You buy 2 for less. Ubedma to TCL washing machine and a kettle for just 5,530 Ghana cedis. No we save a cool 300 Ghana cedis. And I say Ubabeji with Infinix TV and a smartwatch for just 3,000 Ghana cedis. And I Ubakoji with Techno come on 40 Pro and a smartwatch for just 3,170 Ghana cedis. Now we'll save you 250 Ghana cedis instantly. You can visit any Max Buy showroom nationwide and our Uber shop it online at www.maxbuy.com.gh. Uber my friend Max Buy at 0544 019 552. Now I say Uber to me Abba Max Buy. Yeah, over 40 physical shops in Ghana. Your Kanishi Pampum traffic light. Your Dansuman Junction, Hansonic. Your Junction Mall. West Hills Mall. EU Chinatown Mall. Your Accra Mall. Your baby to say Odoko traffic light na say sana udiweni so eche kumase adum Max Buy your whole brekum sunyani swedro Takrade, Cape Coast, Max Buy, your whole nyinara. Max Buy, quality you trust, prices you love. Okay, we're also grateful to Pepsodent and Opay. What you was saying? What is your favorite toothpaste? Is it Pepsodent? Well, then I'm recommending Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste for you. Abri biara ebedi di biara. Enwane ni esiche ni timi kosi ehihye yesinum. Eno ema enkaboni ebegyina yesimu gum diseases ena etodam po a esenim po enya ahoden e wose enya. Eni ntina me say for Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste. Etwitwiro si anopani anwumre biara. Eno ne betimi akom wa eye ko wura simnum abra ye jase na ye mmon ho ban no. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter no fortified ubenya enrobi to say pro fluoride and a micro calcium ni nyina ewo adronuma ebema esenanya wode na esisisi ntokron kitten ye bedida sinum no. This prevents cavities and keeps your teeth strong and mouth very healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste. You're on 170 grams, the Big Family Pack. And you're 120 grams, the Ejaka Pack. You're 65 grams and the 12 grams, the sachet. So you can always get what you can afford at any time. Kayunu said, Uba chichiro siano pabiara usoria. Na nyumre biara so koda. What chichiro sen. Don't just brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent to protect your teeth. Pepsodent. Infre duanai numnie. And Edionu numini 25 years. And a Pepsodent Ghana for CBIM for Sunchitri yesin. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. And Pepsodent also gives you an opportunity to talk to your dentist for free on toll-free number 0800 16 1000. 0800 16 1000. To talk to a dentist for free. you can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Pepsodent, every smile matters. So, Charlie, I try to figure something out. What do you think about the rules for the GALA top 4? Over say, Sanete. And I say, and Penifono, Amami and Wu and Yoman any suye. Clubs and so, then on would say, yeah, on the Sakoshe and Kratana Seno. We'll be talking about all these and more, but in our second, and some come up polytank. It was a Papa no Kazan. When we say Ghana had here, Yaban water storage tanks there. It's only one that comes to mind. That's polytank. For over 30 years, polytank Asevo Ghana generations are woodwo and inti uko jom akope polytank atwa. No one will say your different types, your Rambo, your sumo, your hippo, and your super sumo. All of that is guaranteed with durability. What I say, inti polytank dear, a original polytank is the best. Polytank, make no mistake, choose polytank for guaranteed quality. For over 30 years, polytank has been trusted and polytank has been truly good to Ghanaians. Polytank, the original. Polytank, Papa Noan Kasan Kasa, proud sponsors of the Sports Park, live on radio, live online, and live on TV between 10 and midday. All right, we're also grateful to Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Soke Mix on Tayechi and Eddie Jumede bro and I say Enkoma Womu and officer so you better start times I say almost to call moi cowbell coffee and so Taichi and Eddie Jumede no eba. So Ghana, yeah, police ladies, omu ene representing Ghana, ewo Akensia, ebasu ye omu sembe, but in the meantime, Nanedu Atansi, Josiah Atansi, the boy, LED production, the support coming from Ogawuli, great job Ogawuli, God bless you Ogawuli, Sasusuna, Michael and Daniel, Danny boy, everything will be fine, Danny, and then Michael, almost so boy, PK, Eteche, Ernest, and Afimpo, Abigail, Maxwell, the rest of the team, MCR bodies, Ben, Philip, Godwin, and then Patrick. Omunyina Kwemwa and the DJ Eba DJ Ori. Thank you very much for your support. You're from Nana Dakwa JC Abdul Rauf and so Kwemwa and the DJ Eba. Now let's check out how the black you're from saying. Please, ladies, Kwemwa Fasu Show Mackenzie and Asinde. Enye kura nzuzombe vanessa who made an appearance by Yelsa Queens of Nigeria and a team chain Ghana Mayano show more the Charles Conan Bunny Stadium a bow by 2-1 into Yakase Ghana and Mayano black police ladies one more etimi them Eddie Nkugu now fixture bakwe bass with Sam Nelly also Eshe Asko Sam Nelly free Benny and Oshe Asko our opening game numa and also I didn't want some by say Ghana police ladies on the next game against Sam Nelly and we will quarter the 27th. This is the first timer. Please ladies, one more competition will be if we send penny for the bar 2021 and into say and Aquaco PMO in the first game for the Ghanaian champions led by coacher Yefreno Yusuf Basige. Nani do good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
If I turn up home,
Adumarakwa.
Not a good start for police ladies. Especially say come start here. I don't know. Say it's got to start the way a situation be say kono. On my and Oshe by Elsa for now. You are also not a bad club compared to YNCA police ladies, no. It's now you're watching him say at least tournament, no. After playing your first game, no, but you experience in the tournament. Most of the times, finding videos having a proper scout about some of these ladies, yeah, anything. But we are hoping, say, after the opportunity to board the first game, no, the rest of the 2 games, no, in the group, no, the group, no, yeah, 4. First group, no, yeah, 3. And Ankoye in the first game, I bet to my year home, the other 2 games need to qualify. But police for no, you know, the last time we spoke about them, how am I blended team with the experience and young players, no. And I remember my cool stadium this week where I met some of the police guys, maybe AD team no home come in how I'm investing in that particular team and how I'm hoping that many additional quality players from the local league because of police background no Mukitano. I think a good start for them. But we are hoping say tournament in the corner ebeko ye dia mamo. We did wo technical team. The only thing I know we problem I time now obeji adwuma no. Coach for us start the project nedada. Now buy. I don't think so buy when you 1 month cry with the team. And in football no to coach them to that level no you need time. But I feel say or buy inside and chair. But we are hoping say after getting the first game no the other games no will go well for police later.
All right, Josiah.
Yeah, Mr. Dakwa.
Yeah. Morning.
Yeah, Boko.
Boko.
Yeah. Na ana pemincha ye TF4. Nana. I just think say this is not the best possible start for police ladies, honestly. May share quality mukitani recruitment on my ya. Mini rema after league triumph over Ampem Dakwa ladies a couple of months ago, no. Nana. And yet technical team them quite no beefy up, but then they've really beefed up team Nankasa because bringing in someone like you see Bazigi now already who Abu Kasim or no lead team no now they obit say you see Bazigi ebe kanwa and that means say you have the best technical team who beat me assemble in women's football you know and Ushi team they were able to get most of the targets on when no we need you so it's an improved squad as compared to the G League not long ago. But then I think say Nana my board Africa ha count me Nigerian film and Bayelsa Queens are I force. They were there last year, Obeka, and this year so it tells you that they've been consistent. In the last 5 years, share wafu qualifications here. The police ladies na third team of Ghana oko. Hazakes went 4 years ago when the tournament started. Omutibi could PM in the finals of the competition proper and Kasa. I'm a Sundown say you mufim. We saw him Dakwa also go some time back. When I be do police ladies and so it looks like every time no BBC. I think say other Nigeria team may buy a reverse angel some time back. But then Bayelsa Queens in the last couple of seasons they've been very, very consistent. But then the 2-1 defeat there, sometimes you would say it's very close. But then you would want to start with at least, a point on the board. Snebe will call subsequently do bit me a point. Because those shared by us Queens are like those are the 2 biggest clubs and our toughest opponent of more, group Nimo. But then for us to or for police ladies to fall to them, no, it looks like it's going to be a tall order for them. But I will be hoping that they'll be able to, get wins in the subsequent games with Yuzi Bazigina, he's very experienced. The last time I spoke to him on no acknowledge, he said yeah, he's in and they are doing everything possible, not just to retain the league title, but then to qualify for the Champions League now. And this 1-7 as qualification. I only say after 17 we are share, but so your journey starts right from the opening day. Your first game you need to get that win. All hope is not lost. Say Biedraka, Asco, and Samnelia, Amoni on 2 teams we. And I believe say if they are able to put things together. Now I'm hoping say Bayelsa drop a point subsequently because when you actually police ladies here or more that's the only thing we are hoping for.
Bayelsa fund a bit markers all qualify in advance.
We share born on bonedia and on quality the fact that they've been there before, and they are there now again. It tells you that the terrain is not so new to them. Share police ladies in Bana, most of them haven't played at this level before. It's the first time they are playing over there. Into ultimate experience the year and what Bayelsa phone him. And Nancy share the Nigeria look at what they did. Tameka say football dear. Nigeria for your hoarding, honestly. They are very, very strong. You get it. But then I also feel so a bit they can also try and improve. Because if you win your next game, and also to me, it will still chances say, if you win again, they drop points, then there's a possibility say I qualify. That's what I'm hoping. Say, it wasn't So I don't know. It was a close game. It was, a close affair between the two sides. And unfortunately, sure, you're coming up against a side of more so much experience. And sometimes you also have to lift up your game. See, for you see back Zigine and Mane there, we'll be hoping that I don't bet you lift it on game in the subsequent game at least 2 more wins, and we hope say Bayelsa for drop a point. So then we know that there could be a possibility say you bet me qualify. But for performance of Puti up it needs improvement.
Shakirat Moshood and Essien and share goals no Edma Bayelsa Queens of Nigeria and a Ghana nearby a friend Mary Becon or no share go no bako Edma please ladies. Say them di can Sam Nelly I share Asco Amia Duma Ghana Ukwada and Sam Nelly Ebebo can we say we're first timer please ladies airball competition where this competition was introduced and they're hoping to become the 3rd Ghanaian to win it. Okay. Azakes Akoebiu. So it's up to you girls to also show up. Police ladies, Nyamia Duma, they have a lifeline on Wednesday against Sam Nelly. 9:30. I am Max FM 89.7. Bonundua. We shift gear to Max TV, where we bring to you the major leagues in Europe, results, reactions, performances of Ghanaian players abroad, and the top 4. But even before we go on TV to talk about the top 4, between now and the next couple of minutes, you better exercise kakra. Na yakwako penchire mu free Ghana League Clubs Association for nsem. Said the na ba ya bobo na obi enya points. Asin obi na minim na yede penalties. Say head to head and so. I think Alka themselves will be the right people to explain to us. Kwan Mufa Soa, Oma Sanshi Ebe Daddy for the top 4. I am Max 89.7. Now you do. Top 4 controversies. I wanted us to shift that conversation to 11 to 12. What do you say? Nanka. Etimi Ashe. But let's hear from Unim said there's an official postponement of the Democracy Cup. Our Democracy Cup next Kitimi Basso on the 29th. But yes, say and she said, aye. But then him said that Saturday is 1 week for the late Daddy Lumba, which will be held at the same venue.
Okay.
And organizers says it would take about 3 days to put the place together for the 1 week, which will affect the plans of the Democracy Cup organizers. And in on any speaker kwako kasama bibia aba benkrum kama speaker receive trophy e de nsem kakra so atudwa na yenkoko tie speaker nsem kakra odi tudwa ansa na yebetie speaker no yebetie UC Basigi reaction after say police ladies elusu to Bayelsa Queens yenkoko tie UC Basigi.
And then we move on because I think the latter part of the game, I think we raised up the standard, and subsequent matches, that is where we are going to start from, and then we move on. She was in our game plan right from the beginning until she missed our trip, and then she made a follow-up the following day to join the team. So I think that already she was in our game plan. Even we prepared the final stage in Ghana before we came. She was still with the team. We lost to a good team or a good side. So at least this has been like more or less like a final game, because a match between Nigeria and Ghana is always a final match, irrespective of where we are starting from. So at least for what we have picked, we'll go to the drawing board and then we discuss it. And from there, we continue to make amends.
Charlie, you see, Basigi say, "Odi aprapra kwamu, ya show mu suzo ni da so nyansan. In their next game, no, they will pick up. Na bibi etimi akonkan ede ama womu. I am Max FM 89.7. With my join in your WhatsApp messages. Me say ebefa 050 63 67 196 050 63 67 196. Yepese Yebora Ghana League Clubs sorry. Now after that interview, we might not even talk about the interview. When we move on to the TV, we'll repeat it and then we'll have a discussion on it. Samo Odro Nyakon if not the longest one, the longest 7 ever football administrators in the history of Ghana. It goes beyond 3 decades. Yera Odro Nyakon, a Ghana League Clubs Association administrative manager, or no, a very intelligent and astute football administrator. Near calling chance specifically about the GALA top 4, a very yenra. Yera Odro Nyakon, good morning.
Good morning, about now what you saying?
Dada, Erade adom ya wo pa na ye no so abreso so anope de adisua kakra na ye pene ye se ye ba waso ye.
Me da se me da mpamu kra o ma so ba me so anom ti.
Aye da sen so ansana competition be sha se woni ya ansa ya even crapo ye sisa venue woni ya I say ya bo wien de ni enim se o nka ne kwan so de nka nsam round chen. Na yembebu sansem makumiru mpacho as organizers we are impressed with the turn of events at the competition.
I you're very very impressed. As you say yankopon dawroma ye enya injuries dia nsema nkofo kafa park no legon park no ye ya ntiso bi ekobobo ne na to form amane na mu abu ana say bia fan bi at park so kobo player bi Yakobo official be just be because of Kenyamias and a standard no very high. Say last of frame in the catch say teams there bon rivalry can get to be on team ever go right. Has a share out of lines homo cup almost like share you Kotogone Gold Stars almost champions we league champions we Africa champions all the ball as because a precursor to the main champion of champions, you know. Now we said the jigsaw was there in Jebama Grand and Panzo, who said the standard of playing there very high. The officiating, who said team B are complaining bitterly about officiating officials in the idea. On and on, attendance now. Area and Kakan, I think I'm when I also cry, Yamia boy, a yard, say, Tiamo, on my letter say, in feet. Across for stadium near Copa Baby Mono. Now it's a start tournament Wednesday. And on a catch Monday. So we are only Tuesday to go to look elsewhere for a venue for the match. So Yameboy in Legon. Them Kutieska, Momo Edo Park, you roll your near there, you get it in place, a market. I think on the scale of 10, I think it will not be bad, you beat me a score. 8 and 7 crowd.
Well, must go 8 and 7.
Yeah, I understand. Why? I can't make on the scale of 10. Won't be my 7.
Oh, me come mama Musabio na me tika mu ba na man force oh. I'm not there mu ye di omba mam 3 and 2.5.
On my 0 and 5.
I'm saying
because it's own nature. Yes, who said nipa bi on us we agree that as soon as we react. Now, so there's nothing to be aggrieved about. Minia. Ye need clubs and 9 share ye. A meeting. And the catcher on say, you don't be Eco Africa. Ghana, young ye penalty shooters, and never papa. Ye send a bond. Ye the penalty bishop, and in a draw. Now, sharpen the penalty scales of Eco Africa. Moment, yes, ye. Indeed, imagine any a draw near about penalty. Result in saying Robert, you bound 1 point. I can one when you're the imagine here. I need a draw into you will be able 1 point. You have a penalty in the one Becca, Nidian, or the one can be one. You just why a winner for that match. It's only no Koshia, head to head, no, and I did it. Now I read no, Ghana, any answer in Europe, other advanced countries, no, almost the goals, Germany. England, Italy, Spain, already points, goals. Yeah, in India, goals, and they say, yeah, they are abuse system. So we will be at type points. That's the goals on the better. we are 10, we are 12, we are 20, we are 21, are trying to outdo the other in terms of goals. It brings the game into disrepute. And the Congress, GFA, we learn lessons from your challenges. And I feel only will be a tire. Yeah, in fact, goals on share. And walk or share the cricket score. Yeah, the head to head. When we share a game. And yes, you do it by penalty in Seven. You only share so no, but you know, I just don't know on our show.
But you
don't get the break it time.
Okay, but
beyond
the penalty,
yes,
there was nothing else that could break the tie.
That was agreed. No, don't the way, but you're introducing an element of confusion. Yeah,
I'm not introducing any element. I'm just asking basic questions. That ordinary Ghanaian football fan, Ebisa.
And I think I'm clear enough in my explanation. Say, penalties. You bought match in a draw. Yeah, the penalty shooter be breaking the jinx of the draw. No, but yet the winner. And so it means that you should have to head. Yeah, so because in every match there will be a winner. But what you say?
Okay, Mbajo,
in every match of the competition there will be a winner. There's no draw as far as my unique draw. So yeah, 2 points about paper. When you share, why they share in Yonko? Yeah, the winner. That's it.
If it's a top 4 by who will be down.
And that is why you need the consent of the teams to put this in place. And I'm saying that no share Emma won't get to move.
And Pacho,
if the will be there, and it's just a bit to me.
You are right.
In every situation, there's always a first time.
Pacho, no. Many team administrators in the share no G2 man. I said the technical men.
Forget about now. Only has to delay. But you go faster. You only when you go
they all can tell so, but there was confusion at the stadium yesterday. Now has technical team members. No, they were vehemently protesting.
And so it means that the message did not go to them, and that's you cannot fault GALA.
Wow.
So what meeting? I represent your club. Now you're taking such a vital decision. Now you're I copy assignment. We made all the discussions now. You made my clubs apart from the normal tears, we mailed it to them. We put it into writing and distributed it among the 4 clubs. And so you now the 2 tables, one country with team technical team. Who is to blame? Cover. Sanity, and some people did not communicate to their men, and that cannot be the fault of GALA.
And subsequently, when your opportunity, I'm the penalty break it tie or top 4 biome.
No, you cannot say that. One rule is not cast in stone, and yet there's always room for amendments. Say so last year, the declaration was simple. Saying and top on consensus. The teams
So now I said GALA even knew that Ghost Stars were champions before the Kotoko Hearts game.
Exactly, I knew. Everybody knew. Even Hearts knew. Hearts one on by meeting.
No, but you see, if you say Hearts knew, I cannot entirely agree with you because the technical team members and the players didn't know about this.
We are introducing and because we introduce element of confusion. I may say Hearts for by meeting they knew of this thing. Now, do you expect all the technical men to come to the meeting? Every club is represented in the meeting. And they have to technical men anymore. It is the one who came for that meeting. And now one fan come and that is not the fault of GALA. Oh, you don't agree with me? And you don't want to listen. You don't want to.
I'm saying that.
I am saying that. Here. Open your mind to reason. So just open your mind to good reason. I'm saying that this rule I apply, we did not conjure it from heaven. We did not imagine it. We and if I say we, I mean GALA. We did not impose it on the class. the 4 clubs met with GALA, and all of us agreed on this form of a rule to break the things, or to break a tie. Obiati as no koy. Omukoy no. Me as administrative manager no, me Troy. And I'm the mark crossing as a reminder. Now so we person who are. So by meeting now you will be to coach Wendy. We about betting the coach team owner. We about betting the coach CEO. And so in the mind of GALA, we have taken a decision, we're facing to confirm it and distributed among all the clubs. Against the Mikase has any has any. Why are you saying that?
Another stadium where you say has for technical team members, especially Didi Dramani, the assistant coach Ghazali, and some of the players were confused. So much the top 4.
Oh, Madam for Nkasa, don't say that. Yeah, what you have to make a choice. But did you also witness the confusion on the pitch? I will not go to the confusion. I will not go there. I have done my part. I have done my part. Me say the rule.
So were you happy with the reaction of House after the game?
Listen to me. I will not answer your question. Listen to me. Me say as long as me say oh hini o sa tre ayi o man hini ya yi si on follow sa chama hini. Sabi on fa nsuo nyina nu or ya o se minimum man for kasa me fa nsuo nyina manu na kasa chero. It means that obeka na sam se no kwari mu wo de ba ye football ma nya me ka chero say GALA any teams ni shiaye. I will repeat this 100 times if you don't understand. Just listen. Any teams ni shiaye any ka chero say ye tournament ye be bia e be tumi abase e be bo tie mumubi ebe bo draw mumubi ene obi points be pe ni ade omzo yampa yenim the ball there. And how do we break the jinx? How do you say ebasa ebe ni den yen ye person ye fa head to head rule no head to head rule say when we share no when they share ni yonko it's simple and ebe tumi abase si amfa penalties na ma ebe tumi abase when you share no so e san koye draw now we say koye goals goals so pay. Who goes against goals for pay. And confusion will be. And you know, that to make sure say there will always be a winner. You bet him a breaking jinx no. We will play penalties. Near ma you be winning penalty 1 point. I can be now what we lose when you 1 point say end draw to be 1-1. Will be 1 point. No be 1 additional point. I can even, and then that team will be declared the winner of that match. It's only a tire or a winner, and obey you. Everybody agreed, every club agreed. And you, madam, don't and she say has for technical men, you know, that is you are not taking. You are not thinking right. You are not being fair to me. So don't go along with support and Asabi. One we nim says idea we San is has for ETIAS, how many GALA for ETIAS.
But you see that communication was to the clubs who are the principal actors. Now when you say maybe, just maybe, GALA could have done a good job by sensitizing and embarking on an educational drive to tell the people say rules when you're the couple competition.
It is not for us to do. Yeah, when you yeah. Team now, it's not for
fans on Babe Chase Carrier Stadium. You don't tell them the rules.
It is not for us to. It is not. It is not for GALA to do.
Wow.
It is not for GALA to do so. Who a team over tournament? Yeah, rules. GALA can fan call trouble and say, "Yeah, clubs are playing to say you board dry. You better board dry." It is not. Juma. Wo team no, wo ball no, wo be kwakọ team pelifo na maniye. Na won wati ase. That is it. And friends no, say young fan to gang, say GALA fan to him. And say e maso. Young fan to gang. And say
Mr. Bro, the American say, GALA this tournament went through a lot of processes before it finally came up. You're born in Kumasi, you're more GALA be explaining, you're born in Legon, you're born in Accra, after a year for Accra. In all those instances, GALA was providing education get fee na sifonya.
It's different.
It's because sanyo mani nya samuya ya. Dey intina mo intimi so ama public nantia say these are the rules for the competition.
And I say rules no. Enye ye no sa. Da be na wo hu say yabo na over. And then yabo ga katofo. Enye ne de bia se yabo.
Say mra we so ye hu mra we so da.
Me ba. Oh, would you? Yeah. Would you be argument? Try and listen to him. Who's okay?
I mean, Kasabio.
And you know, who tell me a beboa? Maybe I'm my dinner on the way. Me say, the Ben Yabo GALA competition. When we see the rules, no, I be go one thing. Ya can, ya number the session go for say, Obunya, Bopenatia, Obi Kotopio 81, a penalty, will be a copy, will be you be free one, yet you will be sent substitution. Oh, Mama Lucio, I don't know, yes, sir. Major argument, no.
Pacho.
We are major.
Pacho.
The Ben, ya can see substitution. The first, not a 3, but we a preparatory games. In the event 5. You can say supporters, and now you can say club there. Ball everybody substitution, you are increasing to 5. Sunday, you know, and now the only comes in the can say, which are for ball, you say preparatory, part of your preseason matches. And you know, instead of the normal 3, you know, you be mamu 5. You have a throw to graphically. You know, sir. That's where you are failing to understand. I am saying that it's not for young. Here, these are rules of the thing. It is not. We have never done it, and we will not do it.
But Samuya Ebony,
we will not do it. You will answer me one. We won't do it because it doesn't go along with the norm. We will not go outside the norm to do it. We won't do it.
So you think that
over competition now the rules are the bono. Now when we say all the best and I say it is theory. Number 4, again and yet, and we say, and also bending. Uber media trial. What I say? I'm not people might bastardize it on Obia Becena dinner. Yet ball a ball substitution 5. And most of 8. I didn't know, you know, but in the wisdom of the class, you know, almost 8 in such a way say, Obia try more players to prepare them for the league. The supporters out there will not understand. And they will throw it in the open. Hey, I have been in football for 50 years. It goes beyond 3 decades. 3 decades is 30 years.
40 years.
From 1975, I'm about football. We drew and then 2025. How many years? How many years? How many years?
Oh, they are about 40 years.
75 to how many years?
2025. 50 years as some year king.
Son, exactly. You were not born. What? I understand football. Now, I'm not football. Man, necessarily 7 pages and very supporter. 30 years. I held management positions as board secretary and club secretary. Continuous. There's nobody. Obey me. I equal my record. I put it to media PCO. So when you be over Ghana football, club administrators for 50 continuous years. But I think you know, sorry, but if you don't say that art, nobody will say. If you don't say I am, nobody will say that art.
And but going forward, now clubs no bad on team because oh yeah, Ojo, only Mr. Ansani more GALA. Sa emraya di bo tofa na ni die emu adwem kakra ntike be aka yense ne mo nse de ebo na nka mba consider
oh you be consider the me can say and yes this rule no sacrosanct. It is not cast in stone. Every rule tournament rules. So when you statement that you babble into when we say preamble, you can say it's going to be played under the rules and regulations of the GSA.
That's right.
As it applies to the Ghana Premier League, Yankasa.
Okay.
In this case, the Ghana Premier League rules, yes, the rules. No moment. Additionally, for the convenience of this tournament, that's all I can say. For the convenience, no, the way come. GFA nipa on the on tournament ASN. The Bobia Prime register a minimum of 30 players. Yes, we can see the squad. We should be 30. All the dressing room, the 11 players and the 9 on the bench. It wasn't GFA, and then because you're blending Kakasin Beya. You increase no bano, one between the people, you will make this special for this tournament. And going forward, if next tournament, also, you bet you will free on that way for this tournament, you won't get to be a promo. It doesn't apply to any other tournament but this one.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. And at least ups and downs by Ghanaians were excited about what they saw at the Lagos Stadium.
Yes. We scored another first. So, Mobile Abaso, a present couple, and I thought for him, so Mobile Abaso. And it means
top on your bomb about so question mark down into
question mark, bien, question mark, bien.
That I am Michelle, relaxing about tea, no, and there, now Abuchena relaxing.
No, Madame Pomgran offer me, sorry, my man, I tear man, come on,
Nabucho, Obale debut, Edmond, NSN, who fan won.
Remember my Abraham, you know, come on.
Ah, Yamisha, I'm young with me, bread. That's a pa. Hey, that'll do it. Intelligent man, eh? Oh, brilliant submission, but between 11 and 12, we have our time to interrogate this one. I have Max 89.7. This is the Sports Park, live on radio, live online. We're going to be on TV very, very soon. Yeah, bam. Barcelona remontada. Ya beshe Real Madrid o wini Oviedo. Ya samba. Ya beshe Manchester United o chene Bobre o Craven Cottage. Ya samba Chelsea aobo num nyasem ketwa. Ni ya samba Gadola ne Nisu Brino. Ni ya Ghanaian players abroad. Ya Novak Djokovic, Sabalenka. Womu nyina chiro mu Bobre amanonin seminum. We'll be back here. Break 10 o'clock. We're back on Max TV for sports, entertainment, and more. Yerba says Ciara.
Sika bebre. Shesha Max buy akwan e wo Madina, Circle, La Paz, West Hills Mall, Kaswa, any enkrabata e wo man mu babia. Max buy, quality you trust, prices you love.
Dia Kessie. Our cowbell coffee with you every moment's promo. Suzuki Jimny SUV Mono Chow. Sika Chadia. Aquain to I do because Zanzibar and South Africa are on my phone Kenyana. TVs, phones, and then near my account for cowbell coffee promo sachet no. Tupe Shisha code Srunkuna woman up *713*27# and now scan the QR code near what sachet no hono. Then the Wobako baby abebo code Srunkono. Sachet do biara be mama kwenya bako. Now boom, we're brim. Promo isha say free July 15th, kosi 15th September 2025. Eshashaya kakrawa ho. FDA aje edwedie inkrat wo ya promo yi NLA aso ase wo Caritas lottery platforms.
Chebia akwenya fofora wo de be sori apem akwanim mema akwaba e de ba Max Morning Dew so sie Max Morning Dew anopa bia juoda kosi efiada free no nsia kosi no nkono e de na etetew e wo mpotemu social stories e de anu yie ebema wo e ba no de obokura ta eni agopama so Yema woni ehia ene ne wose wote. Timamufo mra hyebedwom a yeto edin say the People's Parliament. Emu akwanya sa wobeba abekire wadwen. Ne hawo ene ne yekoso wo mpotemu. Na eba no adefo ntenten fidie hu dwumadie so a emira kwananim. Enti tech tip ebemu akwanya na watimi asuade. Na seba na mamre ne amane apomudi hu nsem ena afadwadi a yebo wachidom.
Nya atenka na fa wanopa ehye wo nsem. Max Morning Dew.
Max Morning Dew 89.7.
Papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytank, we did. Polytank, papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Always the best.
Are you frustrated by late deliveries? When you're professional, no about installing
Dear Kessie, our cowbell coffee with you every moment's promo. Suzuki Jimny SUV Mono Chow. Sika Chedia, Aquain to I do because Zanzibar and South Africa are on my phone Kenya. TVs, phones, and then near my account for cowbell coffee promo sachets no dupe. Shisha code Srunkuna woman up *713*27# and now scan the QR code near what sachets no hono. Nende Wobeko baby abebo code Srunkono. Sachets do biara be mama kwenya bako. Now boom, we brim. Promo isha say free July 15th, kosi 15th September 2025. Eshaya kakrawo FDA aje edwedie inkrat wo ya promo yi NLA aso ase wo Caritas lottery platforms.
Hello, good morning. Brand new week, brand new day. Yado biase se morning abshabo mwa kradwa mo join in our Max TV for sports, entertainment and more. This is the Sports Park, live on radio, live on TV and live online. And Joada Monday the 25th of August 2025. Brand new day. Yado biase say after a very interesting weekend of sporting activities. Yenya ya samba tnase. Ewo studio ha mo amofie adwuma mu abontin be bia mo hwe biara ye de rade ase se no so dia chain program no de ye shase 9 o'clock el radio eno no unim koma na ye twetwe on radio emra na omo de ba galka top 4 ya enu nti house of folk for share kotoko no munim so mo age top 4 no san komo no wo ha ye no ye de aprapra kwam galka for mpeni for say clubs na nkasa na gitu mu say yemfa penalties anytime do be winning no ya be borre no mu afeso so ye share Ghana Maya omusi akan ewo wafu CAF Women's Champions League eno eye Ghana Police Ladies enra Nigeria team by Yelsa Queens share Ghana come you Ghana ntimi anya den ensiada braka omshe bako so it was 2-1 against Ghana. The ten say Ghana San Lusune's second game Mukwada against team from and that's a Benin team no. Omo not just say Ghana every man is sa. Enti Black Queens of Ghana. Omo game omo born Wednesday a very crucial. Omo Sam Nelly and omo bo. Then subsequently omo Asco. Sam Nelly ashe Asco. Enti Coach Yusi Basigi the born interview or session say Ghana will come good in the subsequent gamer Ghana bebo. Enti I know the proper kwamu between 9 and 10. Now, I say, Beka democracy won some amma. I know there is live and exclusive on Max TV. Inti Ebreko Briumno, Obeti Speaker and Khan, Obeti Parliament Clerk in Khan, Obeti John Menson, Obeti other stakeholders. But Sabra Mano Kasedie, time for tidbits from around the world of sports. Manchester United, team na Manchester City swear. And now on team no call from Ewo Etihad. Spain, Barcelona the friend remontada. See a show more Masambetiashe. Real Madrid in so echo another Real folk chrome when you Oviedo. Madrid akoti to Ubura Germany in so Ubibesia Barmanik Obibetime Munana. They won by 6 against Leipzig on the opening day of the Bundesliga. Uko Piemususu Ewo France and so. Interesting games and a bass weekend way the Monaco any Lila Kensi and come ebeba ye wesu so ye be bon come ewo eye Olympic Marseille Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and when wadi bi aboy na sha say eye League 1 no money Mason Greenwood mono esewani and so catcher. So between now and 11 the major leagues in Europe and the reactions ni ahwe sibia teams na sha say ebo Europe no haimu ene betimi edi enkunim. What I said, afesusu yebehwe the performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Go be a fatawi sa ku shedema Leicester City eswani and so catcher. Played for Villarreal in their win against Girona. Afesusu unim boy ni efo Nigeria free and wakosa in deal ewo Belgium ne wonsem ewo ho na yebobora Italy suso ni ahwe kwanya Kamaldeen Sulemana and then Emrante ne share season nase ewo Serie A no. So we and in some aya boa no a jede eba besum. The Galka top 4 will take center stage in the last lap of the show. 5 minutes past 10. Nane do atnase. Josiah Okokoya Gineja, your friend Nana Dakwa JC. On behalf of the entire team, your Samo Bibia Kwaba, at the Max Sports Park, or Max TV, and a Max FM. And you can say, and you mokwe tai chime dijumede babri biara omo esoso enije se omde omo abebatayen. And I say come Max buy Ghana ha open home appliances, smartphones and no any Max buy. And I say so enko enfema Techno Mobile the Spark 40 and a Spark 40 Pro Plus at the Abajomo NT ko na kojo Techno Spark 40 series no ebi. And I say so enkoma Kivu 4-in-1 Gary Soaking mix. Kivu ama Gary Soakings aye easy. Kivu adaumanti and edi show you bro. Mohamed Kudus Bekchiro say champion taste Kivu. Dunya and insio. We're also grateful to Star Times. You see a major leagues isha say there. Na say Bundesliga, La Liga, Eredivisie, leagues awudwa ekoso ewa manone. Ubenye biye chawani so just say Star Times, Saudi Pro League, Star Times, NBA, Star Times, novella content, news content, kids content, and Star Times. Inti na kopel there. Pep students, and no patrichiro. You see Pepsodent Cavity Toothpaste. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste. Fechichiro Sianopa, Osoria, and Yumri Okoda. Now, the Pepsodent Cavity Fighter Toothpaste. I de etimi echichiro sin. Senyumokui, and a Taichi, and my de Sports Park, no, bro. We're live on Max FM and Max TV. I have a Polytank, as a Koyamwa, and a Dijumedi, eba. Intiamobia Kwaba. Yadi. US Open, the tennis akensi and a beshe jumedi and I say anopay. William said, you can flashing me, sir. Now I say, baby, yeah, bo a yeah. US Open tennis akensi no. Na Irina Sabalenka, abaya we obianim say on the say dear, Gianna or Ginny Dean. Irina Sabalenka, me say, bro, but it was good from her. When your baby a friend Rebecca Masarova and a deep boma. Irina Sabalenka, a winnie Switzerland ya by 2 sets, 7-5, 6-1. Say, or Konanima NSA. Into Irina Sabalenka, or no etimi a winning gamer, or born or US opener, or no econonym. Na unim sem, a buyer near friend Emma Radicano, share no which your children. I can say, Canra, lunchtime, Kiana film, and so a buyer born no more ding, a pijana woman so, and make sure said Japanese near buyer, your friend. Ena Shebarahano wontimi emfa Emma Raducanu echi enka fom nti akensi ne ba wiye na Raducanu waye no shabo 6162 a wodi Japan ya baya ena Shibahara echi aka fom nti Emma Raducanu wono ene the second top player wono ADD Anamoa ba kansen Sabalenka mu etuye ewo competition mu a ye de ho sem eba ye mora emema na fom na emema na fom misi hey, there was a major shocker. Boy, we and pa me say, do dry Daniel Medvedev, and I say, ya lose. On Benjamin Bonzi and the bomu. Now Medvedev, ye free under controversial circumstances. Or say a photographer be ebora court no so. Abra na kensi ne koso. On Benjamin Bonzi. Ama ni bufuye, ni koko paye. Akensi ne last be say 2 hours so. What you say? And so Emre we know. Now Medvedev becomes one major casualty in the US opener. He say Daniel Medvedev wono wa crash out of the US opener Kensi a koso ewo New York, America. Abrochimemu. So that's just about it. Unim say one of the favorites to win the competition, Novak Djokovic. One also won some kakra elho. One day was it on now Emma Fufu na no quiet. There two Medvedev no or no Djokovic. On now maybe to know that. So better now na kweda we so be in a film 38 years and still getting stronger. One American ni akoda we so be o akoda ketu akra your friend Liana Tien and the bomu. What to say? Unim say Djokovic a free say Olusu Wimbledon Open July we semi-finals no or more tennis down and in Tioba flashing medals now my phone akwa bit my ball but o make sure say o win against American small boy your friend Lina Tian. Enti US Open ekoso boy ne friend Ben Shilton no so ono so ne de ewo ho ono etimi den ebora mu ebeche ne bobre kakra American abrantie no so ehwenim se obe big hit competition we mu a yedi ni nyina ebro. This is a sports park Max 89.7 Taylor Fritz so at the abrantia your friend Emilio Nava echi aka form enti channel so na former. Okay, so these two Americans, Taylor Fritz and Ben Shilton, we him say break it 22-year-old Grand Slam wait for a USA champion. If we say Andy Roddick, really 2023 no America enya obia into Ben Shilton any Taylor Fritz. We him say Baku a bit my day. A breaky Jinx. Now, for the first time since 2007, two Americans have been seeded in the top 8. Baku Ebedme winning a US Open na. The last American to have won it, Andy Roddick in 2003. It said there, the tennis are proper kwemo. We're moving on to some football news. The club football results and a bro. Yen shall say in France, yen for French Ligue 1 results. From the weekend games, a Barcelona, Yemfa Emesume. The weekend way, the French League A produced interesting results. And I know Stade Rennais, Lucy 4-0 to Lorient. Le Havre, Etienne Fiema Lens, Ebesheno 2-1. Strasbourg, Esche Nantes 1-0. Toulouse, Esche Brest 2-0. Lille, Esche Monaco 1-0. Now, Memenda, Olympique Marseille Esche Paris FC by 5-2. OGC Nice Esche Auxerre 3-1. Olympique Lyon Esche Metz 3-0. And Ananu Fiada, the defending champions Paris Saint-Germain, Womusu Eyeden, Etimichi, Boboko Angus, Ebo Angus by 1-0. Into French League match day 2 say ena results no etimi koye ya jede hun sem ebro nti say de oko France kamia say wo mu league table no PSG omo toso miensa enso hwenseye Lyon 6 Toulouse 6 PSG 6 Strasbourg 6 omo woni 2-2 games nya obia 6-6 so it's early days yet in the French Ligue 1 is there fear in the Italian Serie A yanko Italy na opening weekend of Serie A games. Roma Esche Bologna 1-0 on Saturday. AC Milan Omutina Fima Cremonese, Ebe share omu by 2-1. Napoli echo away, echo share a ye Sassuolo, share Sassuolo by 2-0. But I'll tell you something interesting about this Napoli game. Mom share goals ma Napoli. 2 former Manchester boys, Baku City, Baku United, Scott McTominay, and Kevin De Bruyne. Woman share goals no at the Napoli. It was a game we mu Genoa and Lecce, Ebo goalless. Juventus also share Parma by 2-0. Now unim boy near friend Dusan Vlahovic, only Jonathan David, the new signing. One no share goals no, but 2 assists from Yildiz. Yildiz assisted twice. Ama David and Vlahovic share goals. Edma Juve. Na Boba kwa etwa manfo sunu mu say etin crofon sunu papa. Hey, sabo we. Jai. Atalanta ni Pisa. He, enye Pisa edio. Team near from Pisa. Atalanta enya on goal early in the game. A Pisa na share first goal. Atlanta voli shomu. Ena Skamaka ebeti kanama Atalanta. Aha di aha emre na against na bawiye. Atalanta 1 Pisa 1. Como Cesc Fabregas is doing something good. Como eshe Lazio, Kamienu Lazio Entimante. Ena Calare eni Bologna. Eso edi boy ni a obi a share ni nyonko eka bako match bako mienu eka mu osere anum Inter eni Torino ebobonne Udinese eni Hellas Verona eso edi bebomu ye twemo Italy no chale mu mienko ho me o Germany kakra right ye mu o Germany ni emfa German Bundesliga and also so much is about so also match day 1 and a shot here Friday na Bayern Munich for omu ho about ya for mobo enkofu ye obia sisa omu players ekoi na mu chi omu show omu sa Bayern Munich ena me say anano womu chi bobo ko from RP Leipzig e ball Leipzig eka ensia Leipzig entime ensia da braka na uni momo share goals no Hurricane on the opening day of the Bundesliga obo hat-trick Luis Diaz Eshebi Edma Bayana na Ayasem Keto so Bayern Munich Manchester Chale this season they no come joke 6-0 for Bayern Vincent Company they need J results no but Hurricane Yebusa said this season and so Papano Gaino Obeji goal king na because he scored 3 times in that game Olis Eshe Mienu and Luis Esode Bako account and that's Bayern for you. In other results, St. Pauli 3, Borussia Dortmund 3, Union Berlin 2, Stuttgart 1, Heidenheim 1, Wolfsburg 3, Freiburg 1, Augsburg 3, Frankfurt 1, Werder Bremen 1, Bayer Leverkusen, when an American has a match, Erik ten Hag, a question at the NSU, what's now Heidenheim, Hoffenheim, Abeshel Leverkusen, home, Mainz 05, and Ranumre, almost Tinefi, Ama FC Cologne, Ebomu, Ekabakwa, Womontimi, NC Adabraka. These are results from the German Bundesliga. It said, Yamfianinche, the Spanish La Liga, Yankwe, Neankonkofa, results from Spain, Eho Mbappe, Amune Lami Yamamu, Edio Monqueno, saying a Shasi Ananu Fiara. And these were second games in the La Liga. Real Betis 1, Alaves 0. Barcelona did a perfect remontada. You can remontada. Now it's will be a show. Now wait me about it. I don't know why I say. I know Barcelona at the year Bobo Kwa. Only on this year ni ananwa. Cheze Levante for no minim say Charlie kill the game. Oh, share Barca 2-0. Romero and Morales and a share first 2 goals. And a Barca for his mother Munchani and half time Ranambu. Pedri. Ferran Torres and a boy be a friend Egizabal was share ongoa na say onwa shetia ni bobo kono. In the end it was Levante 2 Barcelona 3 Atletico Madrid 4 day and I know be can say guy we onko team from coach next season Diego Simeone say nsana agene with team no Atletico 1 Elche 1 Mallorca 1 Celta Vigo 1 Oviedo 0 Real Madrid 3 and no so nkofo ni omade no Real Madrid Chale you know, be easy. The one yesterday, and it was a good game. Boy, Kylian Mbappe on a double, and Vinicius combining with Brahim Diaz and Adagule to hand them the goals in that game. After so, Villarreal Charlie, the people to score 5. Villarreal etumri omshe Girona by 5 goals to nil. Nicola Pepe, Buchanan, Marine, and Afimpu. Buchanan got a hat trick in this game actually. Wow. And say any PM Emma Villarreal. Sociedad and Espanyol, Ebo 2-2. Espanyol took a 2-goal lead. It surprises me how they sat down for Sociedad to claw back. Afi Osasuna, Esunua Numre, Eshe Valencia by 1-0. These are results from the Spanish La Liga. So we'll move on to the English Premier League and we'll bring to you reactions after the results. Yanko for England, matches at Baso, results at Pierre Mananu Fiada, 5-star performance from the Blues, London Stadium, and at Chelsea for Akoyo Mohosano. Omakwakochi West Ham show by 5 goals to nil. Or say the Blues. Now Unim said Chelsea game on boy. Goals are Chelsea a pro, you know. Nenya Sem Ketwa. They must be excited that goals are coming from all angles. João Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Trevor Chalobah. Women share goals no Edma Chelsea. Now Chelsea for share 5 now for say Gbojidi. Amoma to toss and share 5. You cry ya tokro obi anto bi kra ya share 5. Into Chelsea share 5 no. Na Arsenal share 5. Na Arsenal goals no. We mu share Arsenal goals no. Julian Timber, Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres. Julian Timber abomienu Gyökeres so abomienu. Into say there Arsenal team na ye na Brentford Esusu che Aston Villa ebo Aston Villa Kabako or anti Dango Watara and a share go no Edma Brentford afeso so AFC Bournemouth share Wolverhampton Wanderers by 1-0. Goa Bournemouth share no boy near friend Tavernier wono and a share go no assisted by Semenyo into Shenonson na family na Burnley Esu Sunderland Ekamienu Sunderland Entimi NC Adabraka afi Tottenham Eshe Tottenham Eshe City Ekamienu City Entimi Ante Manchester United and Fulham Ekobo 1-1 Ewo Craven Cottage na Everton Esu Brighton na boy near friend in Ndiaye he becomes the first player watch a goal Everton woman new stadium no into Shenonson na famain Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest about 1-1 Akinsi Basso Selhurst Park and these are results from the English Premier League games a chassis for match day 2. Now Pep Guardiola wono ene tenafie ema Tottenham baya wobɛhyɛ City kamienu a City entime ensimod Adabraka na wohwɛ goals a yɛhyɛ tia City na ɛyɛ asɛm ketewa João Palina boy no kwan bae no wotimi abebo goal so of Bayern the former Fulham boy he scored and Bremen Johnson so the back count Guardiola the other can say nani anya kense no sanse o mo lose but Frank Thomas coacher on also Dom Tonama within Nsembai. Let's hear from the two coaches. First Guardiola and after Thomas Frank of City and Spurs.
But it's happened, it's football, so that and just the second game and last game against Wolves, the people say, okay, now it's everything is fine. I said, just is the first game, so many things going to happen. It's the same right now. So I know what we're working, what the players are doing, and many good things I have. Of course, we have to improve, but I said against Wolves the same, the second half, so we have to improve. So, and step by step until we'll make the click, it will make the good connections for many things still are new and yeah, now rest 7 days and prepared the last game before international break.
Extremely proud of the players' performance. I think it was exceptionally good performance. I think the first 35 minutes, we know a couple of things. We know it's always difficult to play against City. Here at Etihad, even more difficult. The first 35 minutes I thought was fairly even, but with City on top. I think they're more on top than us. Big mentality, shift in terms of staying in the game and keep doing what we wanted to do, scoring a great goal. Maybe that changed a little bit of momentum, but we definitely stayed on top, scored 2-0. Second half, I think we were very good. And the big spell where we could think that they would put pressure on us, I think we were very aggressive in the high pressure. I thought that we were very front-footed with the
Thomas Frank, manager at the Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal, they are really hitting some good form. Almost 5 in London against West Ham. Mikel Arteta, Neniaji, Imrantiano, goals coming from all angles, especially the new signing, Gyökeres.
Exactly how we wanted to start first game. We won in a really convincing way. You could sense something special in the atmosphere already before the match. And I think we have to be very proud of the way we played, the way we dominated the game, not concede any shots almost, and the clean sheet. And on top of that, a lot of good moments. Victor scoring his first 2 goals for the club. To score 2 goals at the Emirates, very special. And then Mosca making his debut as well for the club. And then one of the highlights, without any question of a doubt, Max coming in at 15, making his debut and winning a penalty. So very proud. That will help us to evolve and find other ways of attacking teams and connecting with each other. And it's clear where Victor is really dangerous, what his superpower, and let's put him as much as possible in those kind of scenarios because something will good happen. Well, that's what we need, going to a new level and challenging again for the prices that we want to do. That is going to require something else. And today I saw something else in the stadium. It was another enthusiasm, positivity, the way they live the game. I loved it, and hopefully we give them a lot of reason to continue like that.
All right, that's the manager of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta. But Graham Potter is not a happy guy. What's the name? Yeah, but show 5 pardia. Na say juma ho. Wa say. Ase kuduso hu yen no se cha munyam kwama mun contem. West Ham elusu 5 to Chelsea. London. Enzo Maresca ni Graham Potter kasa. Yeni kantie coacha ya bono from no. Graham Potter wi ani a yetie eni jesema Maresca so edit 2 jar.
The manner of the goals, too cheap from our perspective, too soft. In terms of like how they were conceded, really. After a great start, we got off 2. The first goal probably sets a tone for how the goals were conceded. And when you do that, especially against a top side like Chelsea, then it makes it it's impossible. We have to do better. You can't defend the box like we did. You can't concede goals like we did, and we have to do better.
Yeah, very happy, very impressed, especially because we didn't start in the right way. Cole injury, concede the goal after 5 minutes, but the reaction was very good. Yeah, Cole in the last 4 or 5 days he was not 100%. Today he tried in the warm up, but he felt something, so we prefer don't take any risk to get worse, and we see now in the next hours if it's something important or not. And then for sure Joao Pedro, Liam, Estevao, Jamie Gittens, that he will be good for sure. They are all fantastic players. You can see that probably Liam and Joao, they are a little bit more ahead of the rest, but the reason why is because they were already here in England. Jamie needs to adapt a little bit, Estevao needs to adapt, Ato in his time to adapt, but overall we are very happy with all of them.
That's Enzo Maresca, or Chelsea trainer. Robin Amorim, so any reaction after Manchester, about 1-1, Yinti Amorim.
In Manchester United, you have to win every game. I think we did well until our goal, and I think we were more as a team before the goal, and then we were just thinking about the results because we want to win so bad that we were just thinking about let's hold on the advantage, and we forget about doing the simple things and to continue to play our game. We need to do better in that moment. That is the moment to have more possession, to think to think better the game. But again, we want to win so bad that the lads just think about the result, and we need to think about the performance no matter what in this moment. But they gave everything. Sometimes we are not running in the right way, but we are running and we fight. So a point, and we need to continue.
That's Amorim, Manchester United for one more trainer. 28 minutes past 10. Max FM, Max TV, Monday, 25th August, 2025. Nanedu. Yeah.
I feel be 2025-2026 season. I like the way teams maybe are starting every soon in Inter. And Minya Daje Eshe Arsenal 5-0 win against Leeds United. And I think say me person me share most of the teams, you know, right after the international break. Baba fair judgment and how season be siako. But the cry back up. Nana ma Arsenal team no. A season supporters ni nyina Mikel Arteta. Since Arteta be head coach for Arsenal
images.
After na yewura season mu Arsenal team no, me share from the goalkeeping department to the last player. They don't lack any department. Arsenal team no. Omo lack any department. And any department we are no, at least 2 players they are competing. Now before the game, I mean who said team no introduce Eberechi. I was asking myself questions. Omo presented a lineup. Now Leandro Trossard was on the bench. Gabriel Martinelli was on the bench. Christian Nogard didn't make the 20-man squad. I understand so was slight injury. So Nana Arsenal team went into that game no with a 20-man squad. Nana, there is no Kai Havertz. There is no Gabriel Jesus. There is no Janchenko. There is no Christian Nogard. Maybe there is now some money at their academy because they are likely to move on. Until almost they better time. So when Raya is in the post, Kepa is on the bench. Squad now, but about 20-man squad. No. There is no Ben White. So I was asking myself, say, imagine all these players are fully fit. How would the coach even do the 20-man squad for a day and for a match? So I've seen an Arsenal team for the first time going to the season. They don't lack any department of the game, from the goalkeeping department to the number 11. A big statement to the teams now who know Mulsi in the Premier League. So I now understand the people more can say almost every team have a good squad, but the end more fair back with this particular season. Arsenal. Lewis Kelly, ethically for Ben White, Julian Timber. Mascara Beyi, Julian Timber later on in the second half. Versatile. So I feel say one of the things people need to watch is the Arsenal team. Gyökeres are starting the first home game in the Premier League for Arsenal. We ended the game with 2 goals. And the first goal no, is a hallmark of a typical number 9 in the modern day number 9. Now, the difference between the Arsenal the previous season and the Arsenal now here. Arsenal didn't have a moving striker or running to space, a receiving ball. No, what the confidence the ball be the 18-yard box from to me. Now Arsenal team needs IDB. Those days, Lacazette, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Thierry Henry, Shea Adebayo, they brought that in. But in the last 2 years, no, Kai Havertz money, Mikel Merino money, Gerhard Jesus. Obu profile is different in terms of striking department. And then the current one, Omenya. And now, Adriana asked us about this. Twitter and social media no more monetary say. Gyökeres needed the goal to make a big statement. Oh, here's our goal. No, Sago now we now amount confidence. Sago that is a breach is watching from the stands. Sago now we now and more attention say your team is getting there. So the level of competition our coach not creating the team. Now that quite is super. In Jopa Shadiebi. Matt Nodigan the profess. No, he captain Ambadema Bukayo Saka. Or they were bought by 5, 6, 7 minutes. And some all realize it's own to me. The real pride, almost a place in the trying who's here because they know what is coming. The level of competition is not like the previous season. Now, a Britain is about number 10. Become a number 10. Coach Matume decided to say Trossard or never 10 rule. About that. So they know say there is a level of competition and increasing in the setup. The other one, Bukayo Saka to prior. I understand who said the Sky Sport for the reporting. So be out for 4 weeks. So he will return into the team after the international break. And then, nothing about the okay. When coach introduced Trossard, no move called Bukayo Saka road. No. Elton and Waneri can also operate from there. Martinelli the same. So the level of competition must dormant. And you are the first game in the Premier League. Or by some course penalty. So a level of competition be a coach not creating that is the penalty of course here. That is the level of competition a coach not creating.
So now Gyökeres becomes the first penalty taker for us now.
Yes. Even before Odegaard and Saka film no man announced that.
And I make her say it was announced on a signing day.
Yeah.
That's any the only means to get the numbers. So now Portugal no.
Obenya can normal goals no be say no.
Yeah.
And in fact, penalty no boy na no kweba kope. You can see say or a specialist in that. We're training their kind of striking role almost a penalty me yade. So I was just watching the highlights. You understand it. And Anna where you sign here, HS Andrea Beta is cooking something now. Now the pressure will be on Mikel Arteta. A better said here, you have all the ingredients. So one to men deliver one yard. That is where Arsenal is heading towards. In the Communion report, they are looking at another central defender or left-footed. It tells you that they are giving you everything. That's to get what they are looking for. Upo, Arsenal either the Premier League or the Champions League. That is why Menawoka say almost spent £300 million already for 7 players already. And these players they will make a case in the starting lineup. Especially Ebumie, Bami and Sadie. They should guarantee them starting place in the Arsenal team. So that is the level of competition I quote, creating. And now you say lose to the team like bad. It's a strong team. Why we show a game? About the first 20 minutes, Arsenal extra go. Because the wingers, any attacking midfielders, naturally, them how to move with the ball. No them how to create space for themselves. So now Gyökeres are starting the early stage. In Juba, there was a clear chance to be better than him around the 16-yard box. On the 9 left, the ball or wings. What man said? Because Akwa said, "No, heavy." He needed that goal. Now I calm it down. Our front. That is so about second half. Individual of Aton say, I need to do that thing for this Arsenal team. So I remember Arsenal team number 5-0 in the our Premier League where they were at that top. A big statement. No, me make you so a good win in the game against Leeds United. Now, Nanabakaya Dana na ye Premier League, me catch that say my best team, I think it was before the PSG game. My best team in the preseason was Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes, you did.
Yes. And I can't answer we were. And I'm going to be feedback. Thomas Frank is one of the average coaches in the Premier League. The also is a platform here. That is what he was looking at. I mentioned some coaches who said They are good coaches. But Munya start platform never elevate you to next level. No. I mentioned Marco Silva. Me boy Andoni Araino. No me boy Thomas Frank. Those coaches no. Among the Arteta. Any Enzo Maresca, there is no difference. The difference is the kind of team they are coaching. Araino bomb of coach no. Thomas Frank. Man Arsenal and this Chelsea level, they will do the same thing that those coaches are doing. But a matter of time. Now Thomas Frank will do because the kind of team of brother here or Brentford, meaning say or Liverpool who call a team like Tottenham Hotspur, he will move to places. Because my result now City konya e wo no. Obi catch them Tottenham. E bet ma ko Etihad. Akonya a 2-0 win against Man City na me I know Tottenham team na say. The level of competition almost about team no money and there Tottenham e ball. Now Richarlison air starting. Now Kudus air starting. It means Dominic Solanke and Kulusevski are not starting. They didn't mind leaving strong men. And then Palhinha air starting. Probably Betancourt air starting. Now Papisa air starting. It means there are other players that they've not entered into the squad. And as the first 11. That is the level of competition we're creating. And I will not be surprised if we must sign at least 2 players and sign a transfer with another baby here. And look at our own brother, Mohamed Kudus. This time he's making things simple. I want the ball nobody. The coach will make him a better player. Now, the Kudus I know, over elaboration on the ball, I don't see that in the Tottenham team. Over elaboration on the ball. And he will bring the best out of Mohamed Kudus. This guy, Brendan Johnson, last season was their top scorer. So that means going to this season, competition by take. But to be the poor for the coach to bench him. Because I'm a top scorer. Tottenham team, nobody scored more than 15 goals. But they have players and they spread the goals across. So what they could do some more. Martin still at the bench. He moved from Bayern Munich because of playing time. But now on the bench. And the level of competition about team that is working for them. Into me, I am one. You can see, say, still, City were areas where they have to find a way to solve it. Trafford potential no. But I force still a little bit shaky in the post. From now to the end of the transfer window, City should find a way to solve the goalkeeping department. So it doesn't end now. They should find a solution to that. So it doesn't so end now. They are going for the Donnarumma. It should be fast track. Because they have 1 game for the international break. Omokoba. That is what the proper season ever enter into a serious season. Until that, all started say, oh, drop it 3 points. Homer. And a big statement to the other teams. They say, City are beatable. Etihad. I spoke about this Friday. Say it's going to be a difficult game because James Maddison led the team to go and win Etihad last season. But I'm not Thomas Frank. City are higher than one, but when you draw, because I know they are playing well. The way I packed the midfield with 3-man midfield, almost the same level. I'm about to say. The number 6, number 8, number 10. Very compact in the midfield. Destroyers, distributors, and they can shoot from afar. Palhinha Bibintia, he can play for all the top 6 teams in England. Papisa, the last 2-3 years has been consistent in that team. So I thought say Tottenham and not Thomas Frank, they are building a strong team. So I mean, I'm not really surprised. Sitting in come and Katie. Tijani Randers had a good day against Wolves. Performance was not the same against Tottenham Hotspur. But what's the level of competition they are midfield, they are doing their best. But I thought say for Tottenham to get that important win is a good statement in the English Premier League. The other games no, but Nana, West Ham under Graham Potter. Omanyaka for Moko allegation. As some of them are not way to one. Who say a handsome in recent time? Money Everton, what here? But Everton at West Ham, finding a way in the course of the season. Nobody experienced the air escape.
Sure.
This time the Everton are starting the year. This weekend, over to Mr. Brighton host. Mr. Brighton host have at this stage by 2 goals to 0 and the team here.
You got it.
And David Moyes to po a experienced manager in the Premier League no nimbo. So me anya mo. But West Ham that be last weekend we lose to Sunderland, a newly promoted side. West Ham transfer after the first goal from Paqueta, we be losing by 5 goals to 1. It's not for Graham Potter. No. Because Mo Boss say good over elaboration on the ball. Sometimes he's selfish. Into ofri wa mo Jagbori na or get better in that position. So Kudus is no more. But I thought some a lot of signings. But the ingredients no and come bomb that is West Ham's problem. So there's to find a way to solve that thing. Nana. Oh, her new promoter side now. In the Leeds United, Mahamo, Masha Bentley, Masha Sunderland. Nana, it looks like these three teams will move to championship by this time round. They are well prepared that the previous three teams were about last season. We are now looking at even Bentley against Sunderland. A match of equals. How would the game go? But Scott Parker, a funny way, any that 2-0 win, a big statement. So maybe who was something here, to be honest. Individually, they have good players because a teamer and I'm not for a left back be off. Very good player. And number on your bad. You are coming to compete with all these players. For defense, for my own Kelman to Todibo, for midfield, the kind of players I want. But I won't struggle like this. Not Chelsea can come into the game and win by 5-1. And I know West Ham level. I'm going to get careful. The way I mean, how our teams they are massive a lot of points. No, Nana, I don't see West Ham. I'm going to get careful. They'll be relegated another one.
Thank you, Nana, Edu, Ernest, Yadasi, Nyami Shao for your brilliant analysis. We'll be joining on WhatsApp. Today, I've not read a single message. I need to take my time and go through the messages. Josiah, good morning again.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Dapper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have a call.
Dumarakwa.
In fact, another meaning this flashing videos meet me the home come up be your time is into or them room games are a course so Premier League kakra and then also Michelle La Liga they say I play 2-horse race nessa but I think say gradually with time no we'll get to see the quality
But article say what article do you? Atalanta.
It was we share Barcelona and I think
the remontada,
Yeah, but then there's still a problem linger and they need to be they won't stop playing the high line until Shoma when teams are very, very compact and disciplined of the ball and they are able to shape up very well and get 1 or 2 goals. It means the Barca for kaka. That's what I've realized. They have goals in them. On my to say Liverpool, no, they have attackers on between goals. Scoring goals is so easy for Barcelona and getting sir. You see, but then also you can't always score goals in every game. That's the point. So in certain games you need to defend and defend very well. And I've come to realize Barcelona airborne. They have so much attacking threat, so much talent up front. It's so easy. You look at Ferran, look at Yamal, Lewandowski, Pedri, Gavi will chip in. There's Marcus Rashford. There's so much quality up front. But then their biggest problem now is the fact that teams would defend and cut them on a break. Until share only Levante now. Levante just went to sleep. And within a few seconds, they were punished for it. But even not for that, it was a game. At least Levante deserved something from the game. My boy. Levante at least needed to even get a draw. It was just so unfortunate. But I remember Barca for us with the kind of football they are playing. And currently, teams are last season.
But this will be a trouble to social media, so make Mark undefeated.
No. It's too early. You know, not undefeated. You see, Barcelona's biggest challenge, share season now. Our priorities here, you win the league, you beat or you dominate the Clásico. Then at least you try your luck in the Champions League. Because this season become they are almost 11 seasons, so 11 years without winning the UEFA Champions League. Last season they came close. They were in the last 4. I think that's the furthest they've been since they won it. Some bedroom semi-final stage, Last season they were very, very close. If not for that, Lamine Yamal, childish, within a split second, Inter 4 it could have been a different story. And you put team back because if there's a team that can halt PSG, if there's a team that can play against Barcelona. Any other team here, Barcelona. Because attacking threats now, they also have it equally. So what you say, and they might not care about defending for a while. Because they know, say, with what they have in the attack, that's their strength. So they need to maximize it. I was also very pleased with what Kylian Mbappe did. Kylian Mbappe, he's doing great for them. I've seen before the season started, now Barcelona, Real Madrid fans be questioned, say, are they still going to play the entire season without a recognizable number 9? But then I ask myself, who is the number 9? You need a number 9 to get you goals.
You should go be a number 9.
Who is the number 9? Number 9 was team so far, so what they saying. So be goals. Last season, Kylian Mbappe was the top scorer in the La Liga. This season, in 2 games, he's already scored 3 times. You get it. So he's exhibiting signs of a ruthless striker. So I think that they need to be patient. It's just that the coach is also trying to figure out what sort of formation will work for him. Into Xabi Alonso did the way of lining up the team now. As a 3-back no or yeah a tweaking a crack to a 4-3-3 system. But then still no 3-back now that's what he's trying to do because he understands the strength no as a manager no lies with that kind of setup. But then they have Kylian who is very, very hot. Share the movement. The first goal, it's just a typical striker's goal. And over the years, he's changed his game. Kylian Mbappe, maybe akani game. It tells you, look at the 10 and the way he hit the ball. This is a typical striker's goal. This is what you expect from him. That's why you care about the greats. The greats in football at some point had to try and what? Add something to their game. Game is not about the game. You add something to your game. So when Cristiano Ronaldo started, he moved from the right, he went to the left, later he became a center forward. No, but you get it. Because he came to understand, you need to adapt to what the modern trends. You need to adapt to the new systems. So with Kylian Mbappe, I think that Madrid fans shouldn't really be asking for a number 9. Because already they have a Garcia who is a good backup. Now the player who is Rodrigo. Because he understands that the new system doesn't have a place for him. So it could really affect him. But then share Madrid and what they are doing. I think gradually they are getting back to their best. The season just got started. I do not want to jump the gun. I don't want to enter into what they are doing a lot. But then I feel you need things like this. Kwesi nearly scored for Oviedo. He came very close. He hit the post.
You see a ball on the way.
He hit the post.
And Kylian Mbappe kokache and say
no, he's good.
And that was lucky. And I see Rudiger so calling Cheno kokache and say
in midfield.
Where say ka Boma Real Madrid.
Oh. And I think that he came very, very close up. He could have.
Maybe I heard him from.
He could have scored. He could have scored. And Russia in a performance. Madrid quality no was wrong. But then I think that he also exhibited himself. Nana, Mefi Spain, my bra England. Now on Saturday, Nana, I made a certain remarks on Facebook, but people didn't really understand. You see, what I said was after Tottenham took that 2-0 lead, I said, Nana, this City team might not be great again, but I'm confronting here. And people thought it was me being emotional, and I say I was trying to be diabolical. But then, Nana, if you look at Pep Guardiola, I think one of the things he needs to do now, Nana, is to take a break away from football, Kakra. Uncle Gina Home, like Klopp did. He needs to take a sabbatical, like Uncle Gina Home, Kakra. Because you look at City, and Nana, from last season, there's something missing from this City team. And if you follow City closely, Nana, from the time Pep Guardiola Ebeji Ejumano to the time they came to win the treble, to be dominated Premier League, edgy 100 points, edgy nana. There's an element that is currently missing from the Manchester City team, which I don't think Nana, it's something abstract, Kaka. You can't see what is happening, but then something is missing from the City team. You look at the squad they paraded, the quality they had, Omar Mamouche, the likes of Tijani Reinders, Ryan Sheki, Oscar Bob, all of them starting right behind Erling Haaland. And how lethargic they were. How they struggled to find coordination even when they were attacking. Ubisa say, will this City team ever go back to what they used to be? And the answer is no. There's no way they'll go back to being as ruthless and as scary as they used to be.
The City team I call for.
No, fear factor. I'm telling you. You watch City and you see back then when only City boy. Even at the Etihad, you see there was this not a hunkakra. Ball. You know you are playing against City, but then there was some sort of fear. They are awkward Etihad, and you could feel it. It was in the air. It was in the atmosphere. You could feel it. Makata said, you see, tactically, Pep Guardiola would never get it wrong. The manager there would never get anything wrong tactically. But in Nana football, sometimes it goes beyond tactics. You see, that's why Liverpool who you know, Klopp who you know. They be Makata say, Nana, Klopp is na Olivia know you.
Was my job before?
No, a bread.
Magic.
Also, no, a bread. So what they say, he was just tired. So he had to leave. It because 9 years at Manchester City, dear. Nana, at this time, I will say Pep after this season because I have a feeling someone should do struggle in the league. They just got started, but then you see, he's trying to build a new team. He's trying to build something new at Manchester because we players of Okwa. Look at the players who are leaving. Ederson is leaving. Akanji Beko. Players on your mobile the last 5 seasons. Gundogan is about leaving. Most of the players are about leaving. It tells you that he feels like he can build a new team. But you see, Nana, sometimes we do not credit people like Ferguson enough. For them to have been consistent in the same league. Nana, in that forms how. Now you are losing something. You, the coach, you feel like Bibi Ayira, me who be like as a Bibi anyhow. But you ask yourself, say, is it bringing in marquee signings? Is it signing world-class players? Nana, sometimes you can have them. But if you do not have the right mentality and the energy to lead the team, Nana, you fall. And I think we need to give props to Spurs. Coach, we saw this last season. Anjibo, Obekaya, 2 seasons ago. Oba say Anjibo, on Beji League, Anjibo. No, it's Tottenham Hotspur. We all know. Not quality no show, but mentality no form. That's the difference. Tottenham will play exciting. The way Omodi City boy, the rest of the 36 games, no, they will play that same way, or they will play at that same level. The level will drop. They will play against Arsenal. They will go to Anfield. They will play against Chelsea. They will face United. You ask yourself, can they keep up with that same performance? Which I doubt. It's a say there's a favorite. Tottenham Hotspur are not yet favorite. Even Arsenal, I even questioned what they did. Because if Oceania Arsenal for you feel say yes, Nana, the team is flawless. You think say Nana, they are so impeccable with the way they attack and the way they score goals. But then in the course of the season, you realize where the loopholes are. Because you play in Europe. Other teams, other European teams will test you. And teams who say weakness and I say waha. And for Manchester United, Nana, there's only one thing they are lacking now. They are not clinical. And then they're home. And Emma, the moment they become jittery. Confidence, no air lack. They are really lacking confidence. They are not clinical. Because Andrea said Bruno share. Oh, share chance Acuna, yeah. If they had all buried it, then it would have been a different story. But then the moment they are not able to score, game no cut down pair, that you feel say as a tension be a heading, setting in for them. That's their problem. Ruben Amorim, I believe, said, and he's looking at this team. He will definitely get the job done. But for now, they need to be very, very clinical and matured on the pitch. No.
Thank you very much, Josiah. We'll go through a few messages and then we'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at how Ghanaian brothers performed with their respective clubs outside. This one says, good morning, Max Crew and your listeners. My name is Derek Angmo. I'm listening to you loud and clear at Asham and Lebanon Zone 2. My darling club Chelsea is doing well in the EPL journey. Success and triumph will always follow us. Greetings to my darling daughter, Akila Ashoko Angmo. My mom, Madam Janet Ashoko Anan, and my wife, Mrs. Vida Angmo of Hallelujah Beauty Salon of Ashaiman, Lebanon, Zone 2, St. Minas Clinic Lane. All right. This one says, good morning, Nana. I'm Dominic. I'm watching you live from OEB Bush Canteen down, inside Ant's Laundry Bay, off Adenta Dodowa Road. In football, the only thing you have to do is to put the ball in the net, not to break the net. And that's why the team Chelsea did on Friday with an emphatic win over West Ham. It was absolutely a vintage performance by the players. First half of the game was a little bit slugging, but Chelsea really showed up in the second half of the match. Still to come, Xabi Simons, Alejandro Garnacho to join the club. It will be scary for every team that the team face. People should watch out for the Blues this season. I message Munyan a shot. Why? Arsenal's preseason matches ended with penalty shootouts without telling any supporter. Renard Saki, Achimota, Agbogloshi. Who told you? The Arsenal fans. One more know these games. They no one say boy, bubble penalties. So when you me catch you. That's why no Arsenal fan was surprised when it came out that they were going to play penalties after those games. What does it take for an organizer to educate followers about rules for a new competition? Good morning, Nana. I'm really disappointed in my team, Kotoko. It's very sad they couldn't even get 1 point. The players should be serious. Citizen Kobia Mevo. American House easily gone. We used to say, good morning, Max FM. I'm Colombia from Adenta. Blue is the color. Football is the game. Win is our aim. Good morning, Nana. I hope you are doing well. Nana, what the girl Kaman is saying is not acceptable. How can you determine head-to-head by a shootout? It should be the scores at the end of the 90 minutes. He should come again. Ni Chelsea Lawson. This one says, good morning, Nana, Dakwa and your crew. Please, today, any transfer news, Duncan, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll have a bit of local transfers we'll bring to you, but not the foreign transfers. Duncan, Teshilas Kala, Bulumli. Where is it? Good morning, Nana Dakwa Jesse. Yesterday, after viewing our lineup for the match against Fulham, they made me lose confidence. My darling club as of work is now doing good, but it seems United won't buy me. So pathetic. Joe, Ewatama Newtown, Awudum. Ambassador to Awudum. This one says, good morning, and I thank God for your life. Good to hear from you guys this morning. Congrats to my darling club, Hala Madrid, for the victory yesterday. This is your boy, popularly known as Manzi, texting from a shy man. Back-to-back clean sheets is good result, but Barcelona scoring more goals than us is bad. I thought this match would have won it by 5-0 or 4-0. Please, the Argentine should come off the bench instead of starting. I was shocked when the commentator said the guy is new in Europe. Ima was shy man. Quick one, huh? Okay. Yoko break we see. I'll say it took Sir Alex 5 years to get. I'm editing the word you use. It's unacceptable for radio this morning, so I'll edit it. It took Sir Alex 5 years to get this right. It took Klopp to get it right. It took Arteta 5 years before he started competing for the league. It took Pep 2 years, and that's only because he spent $1 billion on players. Yet we are here yet again calling for manager's head. Lil E is the name. 11 on the dot. Break. We'll be back soon. All right? Okay.
One day, Anna, Max by per se, yes.
All right, welcome back. It's Sports Park on radio, live on TV as well. And TSA, performance of Ghanaian players abroad. Sibia Ghana Mranti bi omusi akawa manone, omu major leagues e kosono, kwanya omu faso e performing edema omu clubs this weekend. Na unim baby ebe shase. E shase wo Real Madrid ene Boboko Real Oviedo. Oma kensi a omu boye. Mo amusha kensi ni bi no bo nse Ghana ni boy bi a ono ye friend Akwesi Zibo. About 90 minutes edema ni Boboko no. Na Akwesi Zibo about 90 minutes edema Oviedo against Real Madrid. We any the PM weekend games are about so Spain. Ghanaian boy Kwesi Zibo. Now can say the way against Real Madrid no. Kwesi Zibo ekasaye and sema or the bar nani aje say at least one boy against Madrid when you good performance and kwako shegu nemomu results ni de Kwesi any anye ho yenkotie Kwesi Zibo nso sema or the tuja.
Yeah, after the game, like he's proud of us, the work that we did, like he is very proud of us. So we should forget this moment because it was a tough moment for all of us. But he knows that we fight, we compete with the team, and we have to focus on the next game. That's the most important. And the next game is something that we have to win for our fans and our family. And of course, we are ready for that game next week because this one is past.
That's Kwesi Zibo. He's Ghana midfielder. Wano esina kan edma Real Oviedo. Wamo ene tina wama Real Madrid etiti womu say pansam. But enyo no kwa ene siya kan Europa bontin so. Unim se uko PM France. Ghana boys France pa. Na boy ba kwa ye friend this young boy Ibrahim Osman. Wano ena another Ghanaian. Ibrahim Osman. 3 Ghanaians actually in about met. Ibrahim Osman, Gideon Mensah, and you can't say Elisha Wusu, Omuna Ejnemu Edma Omu team, but a boy way and oya assist a brand OGC knees echo share a year Oxe 3-1 and Kamaldin Sulemana so about 7 minutes Edma Atalanta. Ewo Italian Serie A numu abra Atalanta womo ebo 1-1 ya omoni Pisa and ebo sa 1-1 win ewo Italian Serie A numa na enya sem ketwa na yemfie ni so enche England Mohamed Kudus eso ebo 86 minutes edma Tottenham Hotspur abra womo share City by 2-0. Amazing performance from Mohamed Kudusa. The guy is in good form, eh? Na uko piemu ewo England wana Brendan Thomas Asante. One also ebo in first goal of the season. Edma Coventry. Abro Mshek Queen's Park Rangers by 7-1. 7-1. Any piemu. Now Leicester City. Go be a Fatawi Saaku share no. Fatawi Saaku bo 86 minutes. Edma Leicester. Na enyasem kitwa. Unim said Fatawi scored, but Jordan Ayew won also ejinemu Edma Leicester City. Ewo sakin sinuma na enyasem kitwa. Some more performances from Ghanaian players. Thomas Partey eso kujina na so eboma Boboko Villarreal. Partey didn't start, but Villarreal eshe Girona by 5. Abdul Saleh Samed is good. He started playing again. OGC Nice. And Ghana ni boy no wako sign Efrio. Na Salis eso ebe Bobby obebo 63 minutes. Abra omo lusu omo OGC Nice omo game on bono weekend we na the PM and so that's how our Ghanaian boys. Elijah ni Gideon Subo 1990 Edma Oxe in that order. And saying it Tioko Germany, Ransford Yeboah Königsdorfer, Hamburger Kinsia on boy, on also Ejnemu Edman, Bobo Kono 74 minutes, Alfred Duncan Venezia 63, Thomas Partey 45, I am Max 89.7. Yeah, live, Max TV for sports, entertainment, and more. So Lawrence Atizigi won also Edago Edmar Sengalen, but Luzerne Eshe Sengalen by a 1-0. Alexander Jiku was returning from injury into a 90th minute. Fenerbahce gamer boy. Then there was also your friend saying Jonas Ajete Ajay ewo FC Basel omutena fi elusuye ewo Switzerland about 90 minutes edema the team no. Let's take, and these are players the pool of players are performance no. These are players one better than Ghana ball ni be against Mali. So into Shannon. It's important that we highlight how they are performing for their respective clubs. Isa could go share young concussion na young concussion in sema or kafa ni go ne ho.
This is a game for the fans because it was a great atmosphere as well, and was giving us more energy, and I think we are just happy to have the 3 points away from home, and just want to say I really enjoyed the atmosphere from the fans, and we want to see more, and we'll give out more energy every time we're on the field, and yes, we keep going as the season keep going. It was a tough movement, and I just had to take my decision because we needed a goal to come on top of the game. And yes, when I did, unfortunately went in, and yes, that gave us the 3 points. And it's all about the team and how the people even come out from the bench, give out, and the love we got from the fans, all in just make things easy for the team. And yes, great, we had the 3 points.
That's Fatawi Sahaku. Should have seen the goal he scored. Great goal by Austin. Edu Yamoni too. Now for Yankoye top 4. Yes, sir.
I like the way Ghana for no almost shape your more up because I made in Gaga say start game na yene mali be bono. A game be ye bookkev na your chance of World Cup no I high. And when I see these Ghanaian players and nana almost all the players are you almost story no. Obiabo at least 45 minutes. Obiabo more than half of the minutes at the ball. And that is a good thing. Thomas Partey the ball 45 minutes. In Kadinina 63, 67, 78, 83, 86. It means don't wanna any more playing time with a more respective club, and that is a good sign. So we Ghanaian players, and these are players who see a kind in the established top 5-6 list over Europe, and that is a good thing. And for Ghanaian to have players 20 in the top 5-6 list in Europe there is a good sign. What I say? Because the OEA more than 20.
Samanya assisted this weekend.
Samanya assisted this particular weekend. What I say? Peprabo 90 minutes. What I say? Into that is a good thing. You who all these players are Musia can week in week out. Emma, your national team coach are all fair players. You look at the established league first. Unless the player is on your exceptional player, then you consider somebody somewhere. And I never come here happy. Say what can I say? Jiku returning from injury. That is the good thing because Jiku a key player for the Black Stars team. You hope you say Obaya available for the game against Mali. Into Jikusa return no see akanya. That is a good thing. The same as Alidu Seidu. We put Ache for close to 6 months. He has been out of the game. Into also returning to full fitness to Osiaka. That is a good sign. And that is the level of competition especially removed to the Black Stars. At least give born homebody, Benjamin Asari born homebody, other players born homebody. That is the level of competition I hope you win our Black Stars team. It is and Alidu said the win na give you a message a French league side. And to get Ghanaian player into that game, no Ghana for 5 and they will give them 3-4 there, 2-4 JC Nice. And that is a good thing. So I'm sure so to add the big opportunity. That is why I top 4 them will be young because Hona Europe no na league has started. Yeah, the other coaches. Oh, Fatah that can be who into the other coaches so but it's good to also hear them. And those monitoring now. As time goes on, they will come and help the Black Stars.
Josiah.
Good weekend for your players of Musiakai. Amanone. I think say players no. Nana. They be because say we are national team coach now players. Nya minutes na omo bom homodia. One share now bebre. because we spoke about Chris Zibo not long ago and then the performance of Tia. And we need share. We've not even looked at the minor leagues because even within European top 5 leagues in the crown, players who one in your moye now. And ma Ijumani Edding say we need Eastern Europe. Akoshe Serbia be and say Slovenia be actually play a be heading because already in France you can have just one game and you have about 5 Ghanaian players all playing so well in a particular game, just one game. In this one game now 5 players woman. Imagine the whole league. Then imagine European top 5 leagues in Aye can boom.
They say who di a more na so be blue.
So depending on your position.
And depending on your position.
So let me give you this scenario. You see this boy, what's his name? Jerry Free. He signed for a club in Belgium, La Louvre. And a boy will so agreed 2-year deal for Fiorentina, Tariq Lamptey.
Wow.
Inti Tariq ko Belgium no. Ubi but you can say you. And the person is not just the player is not just playing in Italy, but then the player is also likely say Obebo in Europe. So what you see in one of European 3 European club competitions, Obebo. You see, a bedroom baby, it might not matter, but they will be looking at because the best national teams in the world, they always pick the best players of Bobo in the best leagues. That's the point. You get it unless you need option. Unless you ensure that need options, then we might be forced to fall to players playing in the MLS, Saudi Pro League, other. Over the weekend, Benjamin Tete scored, I think, twice or so for the club. Serbia, but who is looking at Benjamin Tete? So what I say, over the way he scored in the first half, no, I shared twice already. For the club side, no, you get it. So a more competition here so stiff because they say no, there's a level of semen any inakimu, any Black Stars no heading echo. If you are not able to get those numbers, honestly, look at what Semenyo did last season. It's just a left side of attack for the Black Stars. Oh wow, there's no one you mentioned ahead of him. Exactly a year ago.
Okay, so on Saturday, boy, no. About Slovenia.
Yeah, Slovenia, yeah.
Maribor, any Radomsj.
Yeah.
And Radomsj.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored. He scored twice. He scored twice within 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
My boy is just prompting.
Yeah. So what he has here? 2 times. You see, so Ama, baby, I said, your money in Nakimu.
About 2 minutes.
Level now, but the air corner, some players, look at Christopher Bonsuba. All of a sudden, he scored. He also scored not long ago.
Like next Thursday,
red card in the Super Cup. No.
Omni Al Ali.
Omni Al Ali. Oboni Oshewie and Chebia red card. You get so there's a certain standard there. Say no, I say, and what say national team football are not here. A generation Beba. You have all your players playing in top teams. You remember when we had an Inter Milan player, we had a Chelsea player, your players.
Juventus.
We had players scattered.
Olympic Lyon.
So baby now we are falling on players playing in the lesser leagues now. They are there. Taking now they are there. So what take unless you are well established, honestly.
Jiku was injured. He just if he bench the ball, just the stoppage time weekend.
One share here with time, no.
No, for the match, person
I can make us a one share here with time. No, if you fall to a lower league, then means you are losing your place.
That's true.
Because who can prepare? You can prepare once
yeah.
Once he comes,
in his boy.
And I'm saying once he comes, near man of playing time. No, to Nancy boys here from. I just them na the idea share Renchimo. Even out of position, he was trying to impress.
Nathaniel J. Yeah. Or injury prone. Oh. Lorraine boy.
Yeah. What cap?
The woman is still injured.
Really? That depends on Sababa.
You see, so I just
let me check. It's a Salisu Monaco.
Ostati. No, he started.
Ostati.
He started again.
That
he
is
played
good.
more than 70. Obo I 60 BB minutes. 62 was I 63. He did very very well in the game. Yeah, Ostati game no. He played in midfield. About 3 back. He played in midfield for OGC Nice.
So he got Monaco.
No.
Because
Baby, I was even talking about your boy on a Patibu in Fifi. What's his name?
Zibo. Salis.
How can Salis? Okay, Salis won our guy. So Salis also started his game.
Salisu.
Salis, me I'm talking about
Salis to the Hamza Waila.
Oh, then Salis, yes, last year, yet none, you can't say, born or born. One share, yeah. Last season, the only game of boy, Champions League, no Barcelona, you're moving here. And then subsequent games from November, not a bench. When you be a more,
I bet you're papa.
You get it. And there's the time, pressure, but that any player and by the agent. So, say you need to move the player away for playing time because World Cup ever. So we don't need close no one. You only have January to impress.
Yeah.
And January is once now because establish not players now more honor. Nana they've picked up because it's all about midfield. That your boys say, "Whoa, look at the boys in midfield." And America is said, "Yeah, up front."
I go to lose or
they're adding. I feel say we are getting to the point where Nana we need to start establishing ourselves again.
Salisu didn't make the bench. For Monaco, because there are reports say no, so I won't be anymore.
No, he needs to, if I were
the only player on the injury list of Monaco is Ansu Fati. The rest of them are available. Tilokera.
Obviously, last season after Champions League, I think he scored against Barcelona. He scored against Barcelona. Subsequent games, not on the bench. And we're here talking about the fact that if he doesn't take care, normally Salis, all of a sudden, Salis was playing for Lens Champions League, then he was sidelined. You ask yourself, what is wrong? Is there something he's not doing right? Is there something he needs to do on here? And I say fitness level now. Sometimes the question is the also. But now, the positives, they say most of the boys are playing very, very well.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, say, Utuadu. Because if you have all these pool of players, you have all these pool of players now selected 24, 25, 26 for a competition. You can only imagine how difficult it will be for you because team with me starters that they've cemented their positions in the team. So the few positions now can you need to prove, and if for you to prove, Nana, you need to be in the top. Jam also fi bench be
for five. Guys on Baba start. Baba be bench.
Who says I left for central defenders? No more also.
And the defense coach. And the coach.
Who ni ball? Who ba utimi ball? Ni do so dey lie ben.
I got to say am ba ku bi afre o.
Kwaku odi she ba nana. Who ba na unya de a, who pa unami enu ni nya left. All right, we'll do a few messages, then we'll switch to the Galka top 4. Good morning, NDG. Believe me, I can see Frank Lampard replacing Potter at West Ham in the near future. Timothy Ahodosu. Ewo Oyarifa. This one says, good morning, Max Sports crew. My regards to all Madridistas. I trust Alonso Ball. Hala Madrid until you die. This one says, good morning, NDG. I'm happy to hear from you guys this morning. Kudos to my darling club Chelsea for winning their game. Surely we are on course. Good to see Esteval. Good performance. Wish you guys a great day. Rolla Jr. texting from Dodoa. This one says, hello Nana, how are you and your crew doing? I know and I have hope that United will do well this season. My small problem is how the coach selects his first 11 players. I'm not happy about that. I know Elman passed some East Legon Blue Gates. This one says, good morning, NDG. This is your boy Alkaline from Tama Community 25. I just pity United and will even witness more violence. Chelsea or nothing. Alkaline. Thank you. Good morning, Nana Dakwa. I apologize to all the investors who are disappointed on Saturday. This shows clearly. This shows clearly that we need a center forward and we'll make amends on Friday against Lecce. I'm very certain of it. Oka Timbe Milan ana. Oka Milan. When at by Milan 1GH. Now if you're not Cremonese be show there. I don't know. This one says, good morning, Max Sports. I hope you guys are doing well. And our enemies are not God. They think Barcelona will lose the game, but they don't know the comeback is our anthem. Vesca Bassa, Young California, a shaman Fita line. God bless you. God bless you too, sir. I said, new week, but same energy. Good morning, nobleman. Nana, from the interview you granted with the Galka chairman, he's not chairman, he's administrative manager. It seems the rules changed along the way. Because if really this was agreed rules from all the involving teams, why would some be agitating about the outcome? Anyway, Ghana football for us. But a bigger congratulations to other folk. In fact, they are playing some good football. Hope they carry on with such performance when the league proper starts. For Madrid, we're just warming up. NS Pope Jerry Wayo, Choco, 31st School Junction. Gracias. Mucho gracias. This one says, good morning, NDG. And greetings to all your team. Congrats to Gold Stars for lifting the top 4 and to Barca. I'm disappointed in Kotoko for no show. My Liverpool would trash Newcastle and snatch a sack from them. After all, you didn't talk about it. Although you didn't talk about it. Okay. Kudos, Max Sports, Benghazi, Blikuma Oduman. Now, Galka top 4. The controversies, the brouhaha, the coca. Then you see what Galka top 4. Kotoko, any house and ra. House your Kotoko 2-0. Frank Duku. No, Kotoko Omre. And you know, so Munity Kotoko on the last day of the Premier League for Vision. Nah, I'm on Kwasodi Bakukao. But it was the first game, huh? If any Gold Stars are showing character, they show me Duku Beteka. Duku almost got to go for a man chance, manamo, but that's football. Duku Beteka, it went into penalties, and Atinga masterminded a famous win for Gold Stars to emerge champions of the top 4. Now, top 4, no, you hear reactions are if we Galka top 4, no, by first of all, the winning coach, Frimpong Manson, or no energy top 4, no, a seen in Aso.
Obviously, I should feel happy. Now you can see the whole team. Everybody is happy. But then I think we'll have to wait when we grab the cup. Then we can do the celebration. Yeah. But for now, I'm very happy. Well, we were expecting a very good opposition from Kotoko, but unfortunately, you could see as a folk they've been playing well in this tournament. To be frank with you. And for me, all I had wanted is for us to win the cup. So whatever it would take for us to do that, I never mind. So for me, I think I was calm up there while they were playing.
Frimpong Manson is head coach of Bibiani Gold Stars. So if there was a mistake on the tag, then forgive us. He is on your vision coach or a Gold Stars coach. Young Konkotie, Masoud Didi. Okay, we'll listen to. Okay, that's from Frimpong Manson. Now, let's hear from Masoud Didi Dramani, or a Azovo coach after so much to 2-0 Enra.
I think that we respect opponents' strengths and we play to our strength, and then we plan around that. There was a lot of work on Saturday just to do walkthroughs in terms of how we will deal with their long ball situations, and then anticipating for second balls, and then trying to put pressing on their center backs so that they can make mistakes. I think there's still a lot to improve, and we want to improve on the basic aspects where players can live up to the necessary expectations of energy, effort, and performance. And I think that these are the things that we'll continue to emphasize on. Once we are able to emphasize on the basics and the players are able to improve on the basic aspects of the game, then you can say that the game definitely will develop.
Didi Dramani, for a long time, well, midfielder Bakwaza Kotonaba, playing so well. Your friend George Paku, George Paku, after performing so well in the game, Enra.
I feel okay. I feel amazing. It's a great opportunity to beat Heart of Oak, to beat Asante Kotoko. Whenever these two teams meet, it's do or die. So I'm great with the effort of the team and then everybody. I'm happy to be here. We know that everyone can see our play. The style of play is clear. We know we have made the fans happy, and then we are just happy to make the fans happy because beating Asante Kotoko is an amazing feeling. So first of all, I would like to thank God because of we all know the journey as a young lad being in this great stage and then delivering. I'll thank God, and then I'll thank my coach. I cannot do this by myself. It's by the coaches and then the staff. So I'll give glory to God, and then I'll thank the coach, and then I'll thank everybody supporting me.
That's George Parkway has a work midfielder. Let's hear from Kotoko's assistant coach, Prince Owusu.
Yes, right. We came here, to win it, but
way down the line, this is where we have ended up. I think the boys, they did what they can do. We need more to do with them to get them back on track again. Yeah, I think exactly that. Things didn't go the way we wanted it because we came in our first game, we lost. The second game, we lost as well. And, you know, Kotoko would not take that. And then we came in the third game and we've lost as well. So we need to do a lot with them. As you said, how we played made us and maybe lost the game. But, you know, we're going to come back to make sure we get the boys on track again. I mean, it's not just about the tournament itself, but it's exactly what we are doing to get the boys ready for the African Cup and the league as well. So all these one stages. Look, it's a wake-up call for us. Maybe we're winning up to and you thought that's all it is. But now I think this is a wake-up call for us, you know, to fight back and then get back on track and make sure we get on a winning streak again.
That's the assistant coach of Asante Kotoko. One of the assistant coaches of Kotoko, Prince Owusu. Galka for on chairman, so I react. But before Galka chairman, no, you know Kotoko has fans and so ekasai. Yinti almost reactions.
Oh, yeah, the asida, the Edika, the asida bema a rade. And your man, the Editum say, Ankuyi. Now, so a yabotre tough. The father said, preparation, yeah. The bear says it's no, but we are seeing Togo because of Africa. And this year, international matches back, I was saying, say 4 now. Your Kobo Kaiser Chief. Yabo 3 teams in there. President Cup, I hope that because of say now you now good pitch in Tino, and you near my year Kakra.
What team need there? Yeah, you don't miss your body there. Africa need there. She just with some money. Because if this is a very performance towards the African Cup Confederation in the M1 in the it's also coaching the technical team. The players they are not improving.
Team now Kasano, and Yamina make up the actual. Or more about 3 matches. Or more point. At this point, you don't need a fan to tell you say Niama Koyi, or there should be some correction. Or more sitting there Koyi, and with these 3 games I have a couldn't even keep a single point. My year very disappointed, like highly disappointed. And you have Asha and but for you to come all the way, not a single point, you couldn't pick it. And I'm going to coach the team down. If he thinks they played well, fair enough. And I'm going to Metobia.
If you prefer the Abana, the little flower, now maybe I'm saying that I was here to be breaking side open. Because Kotoko and DJ Swatch, and to me, very Nala GJ, for Didi Dramani, and look at the President Cup. Nothing Wamba, but for Didi Usha in Yama or House of Folk now. Said that they have breaking open, and Yakupon Sayadom, yet Yasha Kotoko, and I'm get short there, and now you're breaking open.
Yandian said, they are Kotoko, why I am Yatisu. You know what to tell you. So we will say House of Folk, then the best club.
As I said before, for about past 1 week till now, I've been radio stations upon radio stations, TV stations upon TV stations, and me catch you be as a House versus a Capsulina. Ya Joe Mo, ya Baba Topo, you ra a democracy company, you rally him. Has him no, you improvement, and me come out to the house, your France, no. Mama Obi Fee said, where were coach come? Where were come? Sadia de Bas, my best.
House of Folk fans and Kotoko fans reacting after that top 4. But has for I'm the normal because I know when you don't match the top 4, no money on the Go Stars Neji. Jonathan Galka for chairman, or the same 2 after the successful end from the Galka perspective of the top 4.
So we are using head-to-head. Go Stars have won. House of Folk is the second team. We went through very big challenges, but then fortunately for us, we are through. And I'm happy with the crowd that we have experienced here. This tells me that going into the coming league, we're going to get a very good matches to be watched. The crowds will support the teams. You know, they are all GACA members, and I hope that they support them very well.
Ghana League Clubs Association chairman, John and Sam. So credit to our friends at GH1 for those, interviews, sir. And we'll give you credit, especially my friend, Mrs. Bukari. Yeah, you did a great job throughout the tournament. The interviews are so credit to GH1 and Monica Bukari. Amazing job. Yes, so Yetiani dear. Nanedu, we're going to because I'm sure tomorrow when Coach Abiu comes, we're going to get into it in the details. Into Mr. I'm in trouble 6 minutes be. Oh, into Yanko.
My member has a foot. Maybe they are my best team in the top 4.
Okay.
Maybe any good starts a winning trophy, no. But House of Folk are surprising me. Mama Gia to me say board there and one coaching ampa. No cry back up. The kind of performance House of Folk had done in this top 4. Actually say there is something going on. Help be mine. Coaches know working hard on the players. Even though coach can also admit because there are little things because some sound so yeah. It means we do level no call expect it. And I think say my member has team Nabaso for this performance. 2 wins and a draw. Almost 7 points. But I never acquire the matter of discussion because you know. Performance individual players be a done. Nana, I think say House of Folk now my major problem. I'm find a way to solve it. Over season here me and this is no my entire. The difference between that season now, back where the midfielders. Abdul Karim, the Paku guy, Rafael Amponsa, David Opuafrani. Of my in this particular competition. Of much say. So our signings not more the best team no. I bring the best out of the team. And I never come and realizing and say most of these players no it tasty Premier League nibi. Abdul Karim no no fancy training about 6 and 8. Beat him no. I will free ho. Echo Nations FC. I will be so I experience
Nations Cup no. He was sometimes used as a right back.
Abdul Karim
he plays right back very well.
Oh, okay. So also coming into the House of Folk team, I bet I did a lot. Opuafrani surprising me. Opuafrani edu maybe na am for say the ball no ball no kwade o free has every answer. But the new coach, we are seeing a different Opuafrani, and he's playing some good football. In my member of Abaso, coach no, I'm bringing the best out of Abankwa Befi and Ransford Mensah. The previous season, no. How to folk performance, no man, they said those players, yeah, surplus to requirements. But under the new coach, they are different players. And I think say Ali Muhammad, I'm bringing the best out of ACB, and that partnership, trouble butter, it will work for them. So my phone say, member Masu Didi Dramani Abaso. The difference between Kotoko up front and how to folk ten, they say there is some confidence via Hussein Mohammed and Martin Kakari and Ra the ball now. Not Philip Amo. Any man you are not having nothing. And the other because I'm realizing the House of Folk team, I'm before say, I'm more continue born sana it will work for them. Personally, me for say has team no abom who body in this top 4. Now see how no mobile quantity they will be my favorite for the Premier League. Early days. But I for say, yeah, who sign be say team be prepared who ye for season that him. And I like the performance of how to folk team no. Edanedi. May you sure say in 40 stars in the move to the technical team to the playing body. Omba to me who say there is some work in progress here about the results later. Now Kotoko is good top 4 we be buo papa. Mama who say their areas being their team almost sign the players but we replace here. How the folks sign it looks more strategic. How na lucky? How na tosin? Yan kofa bi, yan fa mesha ho. But yan bi say yan say Kotoko dia no
Few ones ne few many ones ne omanya injury no. Anyone they are not about man no. Is the value the same? That is why it's no. The kind of performance of the midfielders at the in this particular tournament, at Sema Omo say they are missing the status of Andrews in team menu and it just is me. The ones who came to replace those players and find your move fit and now say they are not good enough. That two things. Remember, some established that they are not good enough. But me used to say maybe I won't find your move fit and now say they are not good enough. And you can see from the start, and say, don't want to where is Blay, where is in team menu. That's like that different because you don't see the passes from those midfielders now connected to the force. That is why this particular competition, somebody like Kwame Poku struggle here. Albert Amma individually was doing his best, but no cannot struggle. Saka Dauda was struggling. So my phone said personally, area Kotoko need to find a way to work on it. The only brightest spot in the Kotoko team will be this one is a major change to help the team. Stadix kind of Chaibu our car.
Yeah, I could find it out.
Okay, let me find it out. So that is one area Kotoko say, and one of the brightest spots who here in this particular competition. And honestly, one person with experience. Obi about out to you, Akoba Karela, and to outside the country as I'm back home had here. Experience in the war, and I'm about to one of the young guys about Lord Amwa or experience in the local league. So before say area beer, I am the only brightest spot who in this particular competition. I've started on this platform, Messan Kabiu. Tell my Kotoko as did Dari Haruna, Mebekawa. Say Kotoko man a chance. Nana. Kamara Juma on Hokaka. I don't know. Say offers now started back on the Kahu. And now say what is the Minnesota problem no. But Nana, my first say Kotoko for Tiemia almost started my Aziz Auna Darino. Almost man a chance. There is something that boy almost man a chance about making the difference. Many two comments. Nana. 4 coaches in about tournament and I'm a DVA.
But you know why.
Abdul Karim Zito is a very good coach, but Kakana me who waga cut off for no. And then Sanu Juma be many who no. Unless there something extraordinary is about to change in the Kotoko team. And yes, sir, if they are going to play the same league with this coaches, I'm going to win the league. I'm saying it today. Abdul Kamito is not a bad coach. He's a very good coach. But you can be good. But the good now may not be enough to compete for that level now we expect it. So maybe you can talk of one. All
right,
on your bad coach. By level now, woman is number so much.
It's not
and the coaches are being world league. Abdul Kamito is not the best thing to take them to that level.
The same guy that took dreams to the Confederations. Okay, so
it's
not a bar. You justify that with numbers, with statistics, with game tactics, with your ideas. It's another time now to do that. Be a coach be one semka. We are wicked do.
Okazo onka ni many city. You
know what I do?
Maybe it's not good say.
No, if Zito goes to win 3 or 4 games, you come and justify. Yeah, that's how he does his job.
The other day me I told
you can't blame.
You can't just say Zito there.
By Amoka, you should situate it on a scientific and reasonable basis. Say by your question about Bontian, Omonka say, Muna Mutu na Musima Sano. What does it?
The reason why I do it, I mean, can't hold it deep in the sand. I may have other reasons which mean radio show.
I make it works. And Tianusano, no one prepares to show no attack.
Let me make reference to interview on Gaka. Penina, yeah. And
Gaka same way the whole week.
Mebo Omabaso, Nejumo Mae. Nana. That was good organization on their part. So multimedia share top 4. No? But you see, Nana mine takes from top 4 we are your boy. As a negatives, I outweigh the positives. No? And there are quite a number of questions I keep asking. And I keep asking, Senana, where do we put or do we place this top 4 as far as your competitions are able to is concerned? Is it that same top 4 with prestige? Is it that same top 4 with so much vibe and verb? Is it that same top 4 now you who say teams are dominated from nowhere now you need the chases in the now? Or is it a different top 4 we are seeing now? What has changed about the top 4? And who share decisions that Gaka 4 taking on? Now you ask say, are these decisions a bit young bois ama tournaments na san be ye sa tournaments na ye nim na. Now I think that they should have asked themselves those questions before coming up with that rule, that controversial rule. Nana, said you alpha baby papa be break competition na.
Now said Mr. Odoni, I community interview with Matembe 3 times.
No, I said yeah, because you were pushing him to because Nana, you see, I do not understand. Honestly, what say anything come days before the commencement of the competition.
Sure,
he laid down the rules. Rules now no the competition. My who say round robin. Round robin, you be obia. No be obia we are able use head to head. But he never mentioned on this platform, say after every tie, there was going to be a shootout. And I would want us. I'll go and dig that way now. Yeah, interview no. Make I dig it. So that I can make proper reference to that video, where you can say soundbite, where he spoke about the rules. You asked him about the rules, and no state is a round robin, just like the format I had all these years. So when there's a draw, you split the point 1 each. Into one point here because then at the end of the tournament, you'll be able to split them based on what? If they have the same point, their head-to-head will count.
Yeah.
If they have the same points, now head-to-head, so air count, yeah, then goal scored what? Will count. Goal difference, so he placed every parameters on the competition. But you see, that's one of our problems. As far as running organizations are concerned, we are inconsistent with their decisions. No, you could see they could have played these penalties Nana on say
and still it will not count.
No impact. But just to entertain.
Practice.
Yeah, just to entertain. They could have played it that way.
No,
more problem the ICC. Who do any change with ICC International Champions Cup now no more born. Now so we jai born.
The penalty didn't count.
No, I grown po.
What I say? Yeah, body a TZ.
And I say Arsenal ball game.
I will penalty.
NAC.
I say similar, but some penalty.
About penalty. That money heading. It's America. You see, we do not know where we are placing the top 4. Because we do any chase South Africa. We Nedbank Cup. We League number one.
MTN.
We Nedbank Cup. That is the MTN 8. That's the next biggest competition in the world.
We can do Sundowns the Pirates. Big game, huh?
It's the biggest game they are playing over there. So they understand the rules. This is a you see, and it's to a point.
Hello, Odesheba. You want to tell me that the followers of the South African game do not know the rules of the MTN 8?
So you get it. You get it. Say Yakobo Boy, your team back with him so we in competition. You see the heavy. Now head to head. No, but how do you use a penalty shootout as a head to head too? Shootout here they count head to head. You have a shootout in county head to head. When they come out to say head to head, no, obi about 1-1. Or say head to head. Then I think that you see Gaka for they really need to come again. Nana. Because after so many years, we've not really seen the Gaka top 4. Nana in a place. I call Sahayetus no, not Wasamba. Now, this is not how you would want to revive a long-standing tournament. And that's why I'm not here to talk about Heart of Oak and how good they are. I just feel said
that's not plus 3 goals, no.
That's now we win the tournament. I'm watching the most goals in the tournament, no.
Also with the penalty.
Also the penalty, they determine how. When you know there is a round robin game,
not to take anything away from Gold Stars.
No, but that's where the better team.
I'm saying that, but Gold Stars is not at fault.
They played a rules.
Played to the rules.
A rules. Now any day you can't fault them. No, you can't fault Gold Stars. They are deserved, but then the organizers. It's your Bianca Gold Stars once no. That's why no one talks about Gold Stars.
Now as for me say, now they do raise the same man up. Second one me so more winning match now.
No, they wouldn't have played. No. But why do you think they were playing with so much energy from minute 1 to minute 90? Because they knew sir Omu winning Kotokwa. Nana, so they started a bigger chance.
What was the argument between what explanation was the House MD giving to Ghazali and Didi?
You see, Nana, the idea about what did you see based on conversation? Based on conversation, Munya, is that Nana, their decision to insert that new rule was an afterthought.
That's what I think.
And yet, Bibia,
from the onset,
no one It was something they had wanted to do to spice up whatever they were doing. But they never knew it would have been critical
at this point.
So they determine who wins the competition. No, we feel
entertainment. And you know the skip that he gave that your clubs from Africa they might encounter penalty shootout.
You see, there was a motion behind it. So what you say? So that wasn't the point.
I don't qualify by for 1 point in count.
That's the point. It's a maker said, "Nada anka draw the bar 1 point to be ache." There should be just a shootout for fun. Yebo we are heading. But then you know say 1 point because from looking at what they are doing, was that and it's good you also ask him say subsequently on the back one and he came to say teams like kasi empedia on be yefim. But these are the same teams are. Who complains that they do not even understand and they are not even aware of the rule. So I think that Nana Gaka should come again.
Wiki there one semka.
Gaka almost unbreview.
All right. So it's wrap up time. Thank you very much, Josiah and Nanedu, on your submissions. You know what we got today? Your predictions, Kakra. You know the predictor never dies. The predictor still exists, but Yana, your case to your predictor. On the about predictor, and Nebre Edrusuno, and Tishano Sumai, and then predictor, fair quay.
The Max Predictor. The Max Predictor. The Max Predictor.
Okay, so the Max Predictor. Newcastle versus Liverpool, over 1.5. Green Forest versus Eastleigh, home win for Green Forest. FK Lipaya versus Supernova, over 2.5. Haka versus SJK, away win for SJK. Benai Shakin versus Beta Jerusalem, away win for Beta Jerusalem. Inter Milan versus Torino, home win for Inter Milan. Palmeiras versus Sporting Recife, home win for Palmeiras. Woking versus York City, away win for York City. Swalai. Tony Barney yesterday. So I feel the moment. FC Suduva, draw. FA Swalai, how many? FC Suduva, draw. So this is your predictor for today, the 25th of August, 2025. So say, ye bia omano so but unim bibi. Kempon Travel and Tour, NFMPO, Kempon Football Academy. I'll give you some good news before we go to the phone lines. Omo, Eddie, womu players, no kwa bruchi. Na Kempon Football Club, Kempon Football Academy, omo edomoni eche Belgium. Domoni eche Belgium. Na Belgium are omo kono. Omo kwakobo international friendlies as part of their training. Omni teams bit to say KV Mechelen, Genk, NFMPO team bit to say Anderlecht, Club Brugge. Womu nyina ena omni Kempon Football Academy ekwa participate in this training tour. 20 players and 3 officials. Coach Zay Sapon and the leading players no or do omukoye. Now we a follow up of Anamuntua founder Kennedy Japan. What to our Belgium any clubs the Branco din komo is saying are materializing. A Branco Breno, you be give you more updates on the Ecoso or Kempon's Academy store of Belgium. So we're looking forward to Kempon Football Academy. When you say there's a striker so one and say no muton ko Europe, your friend Bossman. I'll tell you about Bossman before we wrap up the show today. But you be a lines now. Yeah, the phone in segment no air to also 055-159-8321 0555. Okay. Good morning.
Hello, Nana.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Boko dear.
Adumo mpacho yenko.
Andra dear, niesi wo Legona to say, who said some I will see ye in Kuala yeah, my momo, a thought dear my impending for now, Kuala Nisma. No much Jeffrey and some number among Kuala says, send a band Kuala every day. Every day, so been a few Legon Stadium. I think the format was wrong because all players there definitely we should have first and second position. Aside that, I think the organization was okay, the TV coverage was okay, and the attendance wasn't bad. But the other challenge was to the time frame, 2 days, it's also affected the teams. So I think next time they should look at it from that side. Thank you.
Radin Shabi, we are grateful that you joined us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
From Nana Usu.
Nana, we dear, yeah, that's so about.
Meno, and give me no course on idea. But I begin to say, made a almost best started tournament to win. Now, made this is the over then, the over top group, no. Or no, I had a orgy. But the as you say, we are almost by the anti you. Our papa need defending one of our heavy breed. In fact, a poor decision. I made a simple for no nasty football as simple for G to Mudian and yet. Because you bought draw, say 1 point, think of Bianco baby.
Aye.
You're boarding your NASA service after you. The over top group, so many are different points. Link almost a ball. Omanya points back on. Now go by then, almost idea see any. Now queer whom win an ankasa. Oh, this is where the guy cut off for sense about to cry. Idiot, who signs you be that.
Yeah,
very poor. And I'm also no, maybe I never quite have make a cancer. More the foreign news, you know, more time than Ghana. Look how one. Now also I had a time as on China Casa as on any other, but in several Sophie.
A Janabuche, Ujitum said first 1 hour. Nabucho, Mammy educate to first 1 hour. A pure local. Second 1 hour. A foreign. Third 1 hour. A local. So we are doing 2 hours local, 1 foreign. Until they okay and you know correct.
And 1 hour no be amo dia ma ye call in.
Oh call now you remember what time I all call no fetch me.
Ah? And the 1 hour be count there. More than 1 hour local 1 hour be dia ma say and your call. But en so one can so mo ka.
Eja me pe won sem ni bi na me pe sa time ni bi aka wan mo.
Ah, but ya say.
Nyamisha. That's a pa. Thank you very much. Hey, Monday is there. You lie. Hello.
Mama Baka.
Yes, sir.
Fato mama watching. I'm a player.
Yeja.
I don't know your code.
Adumara kwa.
But I'm a daily Joe boy. Just up my branch back up. Midway the club on.
Pacho Moasemko.
Yeah. No boy about to have no power. Yeah, my man. Ocean drabo na yaba na do nyen bi ne kotokoma na nyeji mu na mo hwe data for no organization na organize we na tournament na enye ba kwa kusi do en fa en say en si en say what we na ma bi ne go sa ba abinu no deserve no esa mo de man say what the we say head to head ya as you head to head no menti bi da sir, full 90 minutes, sir. Within 90 minutes, you know. And I said, the game goes as a share. And can they dance the law, see? And can you better say, why the one saying, you can move the head to head, me, and Kayama. My 1 ball, 90 minutes in Yana, 2-2. A draw. 7 crown, Utabet, Quampona say, a 2-2, nothing, we are a draw. Who do you think I say, after we had a penalty? I said, we are in the
it's not better common. Nyamisha. Yam for final caller. Now fi yen wrap it up. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Nanadakwa.
Good morning, sir.
I am Lord Eugene McCarthy, calling from University of Ghana.
Lord Eugene McCarthy.
I spoke to Nanedu the last time.
Oh, at Legon.
Yeah, at Legon, yeah.
That's nice.
I spoke to Nanedu the last time concerning Josiah. He makes nice submission. But I should let the microphone rest alone. He always likes touching the microphone.
Abribia Jose also microphone mo in na University of Ghana for more observer.
If you know so much
if you know all ban wo miamia bibu ofie o.
And two game ready. The game was a perfect game. We played nicely. Did Oye Jumani need?
Right.
Oye Jumani need. But my problem is say, Hassan Kotoko. Omo man for they are gaining money out of their intellectual property. Just say na Jessica Koyaba no be China. No way. I spoke to the MD. I spoke to Alaja Kambi, and they are looking on. You say you are management. Now motion man for intellectual property. They are making money. No become they could. If you need money, then you want to go to Togbe and collect money from Togbe.
Yeah.
Europe, any fan won't say Madrid or Mayu will be taking their intellectual property to a hotel.
Adesheba, where the Legon 5 years now, the Bano, Echnani at us, all right?
Mate.
God bless you so much. Thank you, bro. God bless you so much. We're grateful that you called us. Max Buy, Techno Mobile, Star Times, Cowbell Coffee, Kivo 4-in-1, Gary Soke Mix, Pep Student, Cavity Fighter Toothpaste, Polytank, Papa Nwankasa Nkasa. Omtai Chini Edijimedian by The Boy, amazing guy. Anzana Ebepon show we try with Biana Yakube 33 times, but for the love of the game. Raouf, Ogaoli, today I dedicate the show, give you brilliant idea. Kojo Frimpong, DJ Oli, Anna, Ernest, Regan, Abigail, Patrick, Philip, Godwin, NY, then the whole family, Josiah and Anedu, amazing guys. Your friend Nana Dakwa Jesse, have a very, very positive week. Bye.